What? Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Oh my God. Oh boy. Oh God. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Hi everybody. Um, just clear the energy. Hello, hello, hello. So, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Y'all all chit chatting. This is crazy. So interesting. Still, I don't know if I should read this anthology. Um, hi, hi, Caitlin. Hi, Weepy Star. Hi, Andrew. Hi, how's it going? Um, hi, everybody. So these are the new moon. You know, the new moon energy. Oh, hi, Josh. Oh my God, I don't know how this dude has time. So these are new moon readings. But I put the you know, I guess I put it subscribers mode only because it's like sometimes you're just not in the mood for like too many trolls, and hopefully subscribers won't troll that much or not at all today. So these are new moon. The new moon energy is going to expand for another. The new moon was the April 27th, but it goes on the energy for 2 weeks. Where it starts kicking in, changes and drastic things. Oh, hi. Thank you. I like that, Foxy. Foxy Blue in the house. um. Oh, hi, Annie. It's my first time here. I came from Koala Tea. Wow, that's nice. Welcome, Annie, our new friends. How's it going? Thank you for subscribing and supporting. Yeah, that's nice. So, why am I clearing my throat already? The throat chakra. It's okay. The message will get through. There was so many things, so many. Y'all don't even know. It's like so many forces. Like just getting to this live today was like so many forces almost against. But we made it here so we could have our time in this live and everything. And this is pretty laid back, funny, chill in this live. People gonna start coming in. So what I do is we do energy reading. We see where the energies are. First priority is the members. I do the most 10 people, and even that is like a lot sometimes. It could be tumultuous. So we do the members respectfully. So we do readings. Thank you, Andrew, for saying that. And it's just to see your energies, to see what's going on with the new moon. Comes a lot of drastic changes, life changing stuff. So the new moon energy, we check for the people that are new. We check your energy. If you believe in it, I'm an energy reader, tarot reader. I use cards for the new people, and so we pretty much see what's coming up for you, and what's happening. You can. Some people don't believe in this. Some people do. If you don't believe in it, it's just entertainment then. But for the people that they follow this and they know that the universe and everything is all about energies, and also it uncovers a lot of blockages and things like that are stopping us. And it's interesting if you've seen some of my lives, like they're a little long, but you can kind of see how things just show up, because I connect to the universe through spirit guides, or your angels, people that passed on. and we see what energies you're dealing with, and we help you to get through the turbulence with some advice from spirit, etc. So we just make a list. So I only read for 10 people at a time, and I'll add you any. I'll add you. Um so I, we'll add you, and but the members, I read the members respectfully first, and then welcome to the community. It's a great chat, Coach. It's like a cool down for, but it could be getting kind of lit here too. That's why if you see my bloopers, you'll understand how it can get kind of crazy too. And plus, Koala and I are very silly people, so that's where it starts getting kind of hairy, cause it's hot over here. I'm like, I'm like suffering here. I might have to put my AC or something. I mean, it's like welcome, almost summer. But yeah, so I believe in all those things, and your spirit guides, your angels, people that passed on, your ancestors and stuff. Um, and if you see that new movie, Sinners, you understand everything's energy. Music is energy. What you choose to listen to, it could uplift you or bring you down. And there's some things, it brings clarity. The readings bring clarity, and if anything, it just brings great advice. If, like, let's say people don't really believe in it, well, there's great advice. And usually these are paid readings. I do readings where, private readings where people pay, and there's a fee for that, but these are just like kind of free little quick readings. The paid readings are like 45 minutes or an hour. So yeah, it goes like that. So, but these little readings give you an idea of what goes on um, in a paid reading, of what goes on. Let me see what I have. I have decks on decks on deck. Decks on deck. I don't know what y'all all said. Thank you, Andrew, for saying a happy place. I don't know if I have the time to go through that anthology that you guys wrote. The list is open now. I believe all those things, yeah, guided. I see angel numbers. Right. Okay, so you're in the right place because you understand angel numbers are messages that are telling us that something good is happening, and also warning us that something is not balanced. And the more we ignore the universe, the harder things go. We got to go with the flow of what is our journey and what's presented to us. So let's see. What do I have? I'm just trying to get kind of organized. Yeah, 111222. Being put in alignment. 111 is you being put in alignment. Two needs harmony. Harmony, something that needs harmony. And sometimes that the two comes out when there's no harmony or something is not harmonious, and it needs to be. So, okay. So I got like a million decks, and it was just getting so late, and I was like, I'm always like a few minutes late or sometime late, so I was like, let me just start this thing, because if not, we'd be here for a while. But so the list is open right now. People are gonna come in, and I always say this. I always say, well, maybe it's just gonna be quick or whatever, and then it just gets crazy. 1 second, because I gotta put. It's a little high here. Let me put my stuff. It's like I'm in Foxy Blue sweatshop for no reason. I'm like, man, we're not trying to do a wet T-shirt contest. A wet shirt. I can't with myself. It's not that type of party. It's not that type of party. That's the after hour. That's the after party. That's the after party. Respectfully, if you put respectfully behind it, then it's all good. All right, so I don't even know who wants to be put on the list, because I don't know if I want to go back that far. What y'all talking about? What they talk about? They talk about nothing. What they talk about? They talk about nothing. Nah, y'all had a nice conversation. Carly, love, how you doing? Welcome. So I don't know who was here. Who wants to? I don't know who members because I don't know if I want to go through all that stuff. That beautiful conversation that y'all were having. Just let me know, members, who wants to be on the list. I would like to be on the list. All right. So let me put. How do we say your name, Annie? I should know. Well, I've been in koalas' lives like, but I don't stay there so long because I got like a lot of. I'll be going live too, and we got a lot of content to put out. So okay, so let's see, because this list it just goes by fast. It goes by fast. So wait, members, members. Okay, okay, that's the only the members at the after party. That's hilarious. Okay, so wait, um, the universe brought me, uh, any confirmation? The universe brought you here for a reason. There's a message, and any when you get your reading, you'll understand that like stuff that comes out. Sometimes people get tripped out. Like, well, how do you know this? It's just the energy. So any Carly Love. Okay. Um, Weepy Star. Okay, so we got member Weepy Star. Um, Caitlin. Let's see what's cooking. Good lookings. Um, Tammy, though, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Pick me. Oh, Tammy. Tammy. Okay, yeah. Tammy. That's what's up. How you doing, Tammy? And Jewel, I don't know if you. It says retracted me. Please, okay, and Jewel, okay. So I have. I don't know who was here first. Who was the first? The first of the Mohicans. Let's see, and Jewel. Okay, and Jewel, respectfully, you were here first. Pretty chill. Just one more. I'm trying to go through. Pyro Angeles. Okay, okay, I can't go. That's so wonderful. Y'all were having such a nice conversation. And Jewel, um, I can start with you because you were here first. Um, okay. Yes, you said that perfectly, Annie. Okay, all right, great. Because I'm like, wait, how do I tell you? Okay, woohoo! I'm okay. Love songs. Okay, all right. So yeah, the list is like I said. I take 10 people. Is the list gets closed like kind of fast so far? Four, and any other members may come on. There's members that may just hop on, and I have to give priority for paying members. Albanian. I have a lot of Albanian friends. Well, I know a lot of Albanian. Like their names are very unique, very nice. Yeah, cool people, man. Six, seven. Okay, so far we got 7 people. Only room for 3 more. Um, yeah, I knew some. I have somebody named Verdict, like those type of names like that, like with like a Y and an R, like y'all play with vowels. Y'all play with vowels. Okay, so the new moon now, just to give you guys a little understanding of the new moon. The new moon. Let me. Um, so this was a powerful moon. It's like there's a lot of planetary energy with this one. A lot of new moons are like okay, positive new beginnings, but this one is particularly powerful. um so it's like still with the eclipse kind of energy as well. So what happens in this is like final changes, like drastic changes in your life. Something that needs to end, it's just gonna end. And whether it's a marriage relationship, is like divorce and new beginnings. The next partner, your life partner, depends on what pinnacle in your life you are in. Then it's like the final cuts. Right now, because I'm mostly a love reader. So Venus is in Aries. Venus was just in the dreamy planet of in the dreamy sign of Pisces. So Venus was just in Pisces, where everything was dreamy and happily ever after, and you wish and you long for and desire things, to be a certain way, or a certain partner. You may have been daydreaming a lot, or if you're in a relationship, wanting the relationship to be a certain way. You understand? So that dreamy energy. Now Venus is in Aries. Aries is like, let's get down to business. You want this, you want that, you don't, you want me, let's do this. Let's stop the lollygagging, let's hurry up. So, um, you know, So there's like those type of changes. Okay, so I would like a reading. Slots remain open. Oh yes, Josh. Yeah. Thank you for saying that because we were getting dangerously close. Yes, thank you. Okay, look at you, Annie. Yeah, false evidence appearing real. Right. And I did also. I had, I always talk about fear. The solar plex, that's your belly. There's seven chakras in your body. So the energy centers, the one that's by your stomach, which is your solar plexus, that's the faith versus fear segment of your body, section of your body, like where your energy center that goes through processes fear and faith, and that's the ever never ending battle of those two. So I always talk about fear. I did a shorts also. Fear has a lot of positive acronyms. If you turn the fear into something positive, face everything and rise. That's what I had done. I did a, that short acronym, but whatever acronym you like to put, so you can change fear into faith. Because fear stops you from doing a lot. Fear stops you from being rich. You could have had, let's say you had an idea to be rich a long time ago, and it stopped you. And 10 years, 5 years later, you could have been rich, but it's never too late. So Josh, I'll put you. So I have Caitlin and Jewel. Wait, I'm sorry, I have and Jewel. Um, Caitlin, Weepy Star. There's members that are gonna be coming in. I just know it. They just hop in and stuff. Carly, Love, Tammy, Josh. So okay, we have seven. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let me put this somewhere. There's so much stuff I have. Oh my god. Organized. This complete organized confusion. Um, it's like chaotic but kind of organized. All right, Tierra, uh, Tierra Vance. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. See, it gets a little crazy, but let me see. Hi Tierra. Uh, I'm gonna. Yes, it's all transformation. Alchemist. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah, you're in the right place, Annie. Thank you so much for coming. Uh, Tierra. Okay. Long time. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been so long, and it's like, and thank you all my subscribers. 20K. We're slowly, like I was saying to a lot of my content creator friends, like the spiritual channels, we don't have, sometimes we have a lot of views or whatever and subscriptions, but sometimes it's not that many people, but it is what it is. But my channel has grown pretty well. I appreciate it. But whoever's here is here, it's for the people, and I appreciate the growth. Okay, so we're gonna start. It's so fitting you speak of fear. I've been telling so many around me that fear is holding them back from authentic communication. Fear stops you from talking to the person you want to talk to, right? And saying, hey, just saying hello. Let's say you see somebody attractive or somebody that's cool, just saying hello, right? Fear stops people from doing that. Fear stops you from talking to your boss and telling your boss, like standing up for yourself and speaking and saying, look, this is what it is. This is what, what I want. This is what I need. And, and even in interviews, when you're in interviews, Cherry Blossom, how you doing? Yeah. So my list is closed, and whoever comes in, it's just going to be waiting list. I don't even want to. Okay, so Cherry Blossom, yeah, absolutely. The members have a wonderful priority. That's a perk of being a member. And some of the readings that I do, that I will be doing, it will just be free to members, and some will be free to members, and then super chat everybody else. But if people want to give a super chat to skip the line, they can also do that. But that's, my priority. My paying members, I appreciate y'all, and so that's the thing. Yeah, we keep it real, and I've been doing free readings for a while, so I've paid it forward. I've been paying it forward. and getting blessings. Thank goodness. So fear, it stops you. Fear is everything that you want is right behind fear. Everything that you want is behind fear. The people fear leaving someone. It's just, it keeps going. It keeps going. So, what about us that are already married or in a relationship? Yeah, I mean, the energy comes out. Whatever comes out, whatever's going on, it'll show up. Advice from spirit, it will show up. So sometimes people that are in a relationship fear having heart-to-heart conversations, a conversation, because they fear of divorce, right? Or they fear that the person might be like, oh, well, that's how you really feel, because sometimes people in relationships suffer in silence just to like keep the peace or not argue. So, but that's also clearing your energy centers, your throat chakra, clearing your throat chakra, so that you can have effective communication that's calm, cool, and collected. Not like I always say, don't have dinner with schmucks. Don't argue with schmucks. If you keep having the same conversation over and over and over with someone, there's people that have been married to the wrong person for 30, 40 years. Why? Because someone dimmed their light. They were willing to let the other person dim their light and not stand up for themselves. You understand? There's some people that are married that never fulfilled their dream of their career or the things that they wanted, their passions, because they're appeasing someone else. So when you don't have fear, you stand in your power and you take your power back, because we were all born with power, and power was taken away by us giving it away to buffoons that didn't deserve it. We gave them a stage and a microphone to, like, you know destroy our strength, our destroy our light, right? But when usually when people, something dramatic happens or they're at a crossroad in their life, they start their spiritual journey. And when you start your spiritual journey, that's when you start getting clarity. You're like, wait a minute, this person's been using me this whole time. So you get a lot of clarity, and that's when you start making moves. The moves that when you were at your strongest in your life, when you didn't take no crap from nobody, right? Your old self, you're going back by doing shadow work and inner work. You go back to your most powerful self. Could have been in your teens, it could have been in your 20s, whatever. So doing Okay. Yes. Okay. So, and Jewel, so we're gonna start the cherries. The cherries. Them cherries got me in trouble. Had me sounding kind of crazy in the bloopers video. Yeah, I have bloopers on a lot of the lives. If you want to see some of our lives and us fighting with trolls and people, that little 8-minute video, bloopers 2 and bloopers 1, are just showing. It shows like some of the stuff we go through. Okay, so and Jewel, ready to go. We're gonna get started. Shadow work, yeah. Whew, shadow work is like a never-ending homework, because there's so much stuff that has been done to a lot of people that didn't have a good chance of at a good beginning, a good foundation. Because everybody, the biggest thing is people not, the worst thing is people forcing you or making you not be yourself and dimming your light, not letting you, not being okay with being yourself. Total freedom is when you're with the right person that lets you be yourself, that understands you and likes you and loves you the way you are. And when we are raised, the reason why a lot of people have to do shadow work is because sometimes we're raised without parents or our caregivers pouring into us by making us like, no, you can't get upset, you can't get jealous, you didn't work through all those feelings, and it's okay to get upset, get angry, get jealous, whatever, but they didn't teach us how to properly work through those feelings. So a lot of stuff is bottled up inside, and things that happen in our childhood trauma comes into light when you're in a relationship. If you have fear of, if you have attachment to someone, an unnatural attachment, it's like, fear of of someone leaving you because something might have happened. It always shows up. It always shows up. All our unresolved issues always show up, and especially when you have to share your time with someone and in a relationship. So we always like to make sure we're good. We understand ourselves first. We know what the heck we want. It's one of the hardest things is knowing what you actually want, and want to do and who you are, and then loving yourself, healing, and then you could pour into someone else. Because if you can't, if your cup is empty, you just be helping people. Those are some themes, and that little chat might have been because it's going with whatever's next. So and Jewel, whatever comes out. Okay. So what are we drawing? Hold on, let me spray our. I've been drawn to spray it. Yeah, the abundance spray. And we're going to exactly explain that first. Thank you. So that's when we give a lot of clarity here. We figure things out, and even the people that are just listening to the readings and they're not getting a reading at a time, you could get some gems, some gems. So let's start. Where am I being drawn? Where am I being drawn? Okay, so we'll start. We'll start with Aunt Jewel. I learned from my parents that screaming and throwing things around when angry is normal. So I mirror that when I slowly stop with shadow work. Right. And when you do shadow work, you analyze what what didn't work out, what was not great in the way I was raised, so that you could break those patterns. Because if not, it's gonna be an issue, like back to the next generation. It's never gonna end, and you're gonna teach your kids that. So there's a lot of things that went right in our childhood, and there's a lot of things that went wrong. But we have to, when you do shadow work and you really do introspective and reflection, you realize that's not normal. And it's okay for you to be powerful enough to say, wait a minute, that wasn't right. Come on. We can't just because, yeah, some of my family yells, talks. So it's like, nah, that wasn't normal. Like, we laugh about it now, but it's like certain things were not normal. Yeah, so yeah, I was drawn to spray. Okay, so here we go. Look what just happened. And this is why people be like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Are you doing some type of, thing? No, it's the energy. Look, we were just talking, so that wasn't casual. So that wasn't casual, Andrew. Look, this is a magic trick start already. So we were talking about, look, did you see, this is going to be instant replay. You're going to rewind. So this just fell out. Literally self-exploration and shadow work. This was absolutely just crazy, absolutely crazy. We were talking about generational trauma. When I start my little rants, they're not casual. That's one thing I learned, as I was learning about my gift. They're not casual. We were talking about all this stuff. Look how many cards are in this deck. What falls out? Falls out. I know y'all gonna rewind. The replay gang is here. So yeah, that was actually crazy. I know. Don't get scared. A lot of people that are new, they're like, oh my God, I'm out of here. Somebody's a witch. No, it's not that. And I have to say this because I feel like not just Annie and Josh and a few other people are new. I feel like the people in the background that are watching today, we're gonna have like a lot of traffic in and out. It doesn't know how this works. How this works is that I have the gift of prophecy, which means knowing stuff and like clairvoyancy, like a little bit of clairvoyancy. I don't always say that, but I have that. And so stuff just, I'm channeling stuff, and the cards are there backing me up, so, but I use the cards, but I really don't need the cards. Sometimes I don't really need the cards. Like most of the time I don't really. So because I feel like the silent watchers are shook. Some silent watchers like shook. So yes, Joshua, that was actually crazy. So self-exploration, the two things that I was just talking about, okay? So that means Spirit is saying, we said what we said. We doubling down, okay? So, and Jewel, my darling. So you still have to continue. And that's for me too. Continue to analyze what happened when you were growing up. What are some unresolved trauma? Healing your inner child, because healing your inner child is going to give you abundance. How? Because if some of us were conditioned that no, you're supposed to have a 9 to 5. You're supposed to work hard. People that work hard, respectfully, like if you're working at Target or one of these places, and you folding clothes all day for like $20, $10, whatever it is. That's not enough. We're supposed to live like kings and queens. So if you've been conditioned a certain way, you have to uncondition yourself. So the first energy is the strongest for you and Jewel tonight is you have to break those. You're a warrior because I feel you breaking all these barriers, all these bad habits that your family might have shown you respectfully. So you're like breaking a lot. It's like Queen of Sword energy. Regardless, I know the Leo stuff, but regardless, it's like really killing a lot of these bad habits. So today's spirit is saying, "Oh no, we gonna be real accurate today. We're gonna be real accurate." So continue to and spirit is also saying release doubts that you are chosen. Remember I said we have videos on chosen ones, like shorts. What is a chosen one? And you are definitely a chosen one. You were chosen and Jewel to break the habit and to give your generation and the kids a better life. So there's a fresh start energy, and that's gonna happen. So if something happens with a job, and I'm gonna do some financial cards. If something happens with a job, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. So by you changing all these habits, all these like generational customs that were negative, you're going to give your new generation a fresh start. So you're like a powerful avenger for your generation. And this is, and Spirit is saying, yeah, you needed to get a reading today. So it's confirmation. Let's get a and speak up, speaking up. And see, remember when I was talking about speaking up and fear and all that stuff? That wasn't casual either. Speaking up will help you get what you want. Or if you speak up and stand for yourself, right? If you speak up to your boss respectfully and diplomatically, and they're like, we don't care about none of that, that's not the place for you. That's not the place for you. If you say, listen, can I get a day off? I need to go to the doctor or something like that. And they're mean. Like when you interview for jobs, you should be interviewing them. As I always say, I never, when I was interviewing for jobs, now I hired myself. Because if you hire yourself, you can't fire yourself. When I interview for jobs, and I interview them. I got much mine on my spiritual journey changed and flipped. I broke all those bad habits of saying, oh, go in there and hope that they like you and sell yourself. Yes, I'm confidently selling myself in job interviews, and this is for you. But I am interviewing them. Like, let me make sure that you guys are kind-hearted, that you pay me enough, that what are all my duties, or you just gonna pile on more duties. By the way, nutrition, health is wealth. You need the energy for all the abundance that's coming in. So just make sure you break a bad habit. I'm gonna put these two together also. Let's go with this. Do a little bit at a time. Do a little bit at a time. And Spirit Gangster is saying, give Lex Ux about what, and this is tied for me, it's tied for family and friends, whatever, or people that you have to break up with or stop friendships. Let me go somewhere else. Let me go, where do I want to go? Hold on. Where's my other, there's something I gotta, okay, I gotta do this. Working on myself for sure. Whoa, look at the energy. Wow, everything is just going crazy. Like bent up energy, or like, yeah, almost like frustration. Okay, all right, so we'll pick a couple more cards and then we'll wrap up your reading. Walking, yeah, start a positive habit. You know how I said break a bad habit? Start a positive little habit. And little accomplishments. So it's like, hey, I didn't have 10 cookies today, I just had 3. And then wean yourself. It's like, maybe I just need 1 cookie a day or 2 or whatever, or maybe I'll skip a couple of days and not have, whatever, or walk, and grounding yourself outside. About to start walking and running and listening to something positive as you are walking or running. High vibrational sounds, high vibrational songs, or learn something while you're walking, like learn how to make money some type of way while you're walking. Spirit is stepping on toes gently. They don't mess around. Okay, let's see. So this is a financial passive income is coming out. So this card, and check out the readings that I did. I did shorts for all the signs. I think I have to put one more sign. I think I did more. Yeah, I did most of the signs. All right, so passive income. So Spirit is saying the way for abundance is several forms of income. 7 to be exact is what most people say. So you need to make money in your sleep. When you wake up, it's like, hey, there's orders or something. And I know the feeling about that. Spirit showed me that, and once they show me that, I can't unsee it. Love. So the love, the love partner is going to help you also become abundant, but you're going to be abundant on yourself, on your own. But the person is not going to use money as power. So there's some type of connection with love, partnership with love. um Achieving your dreams is making decisions. So you have to, we are always making decisions. So achieving your dreams, you have to make decisions. You have to be, not be in denial that something is not working. Influencer, why is this coming out for you? You know, we talked about that. You have to make a decision, and you could start a new venture, a new business while you still have a job, the regular jobs or whatever. And yeah, and rest. Too much, like it's like hardworking and like just exhaustion to the max. And that exhaustion goes into not sleeping, and just like your mind is still awake. So Spirit is saying you're creative and artistic, and that you should be influencing people. And look, as I said, I feel like you're never going to be satisfied with a job until you work for yourself. Now, this card doesn't come out for everybody, because not everybody's a leader, but Spirit is saying that you are able to be. Look, today is magic. Today's magic. Y'all gonna rewind this, and y'all gonna see what happened. I was cutting the deck, and I was just like, you blah 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 leader. So listen. I mean, today okay. Spirit, they're showing off. It's crazy. Let's wrap up your reading. Let's do a little bit of love stuff. Your reading is wow. It's crazier than a soup sandwich. It's outrageous. Crazier than dumbbells made out of cotton candy. That's what happened. Okay, so there's someone that's looking for you. There's love that's looking for you. Um, how is this gonna? And then there's someone that wants a situationship. There's go, and then there's someone that wants a situationship. Someone that tries to hear what you want to hear. You know, that tries to give you what you want to hear. Like, keep testing the waters is what I'm getting. Like, you know that what they want is, one of you wants something, not doesn't want something serious, but people that are on a spiritual path, they usually want something solid because they're tired of playing games. And I'm gonna bet that you want something that is secure. So swipe right. There's somebody that's definitely a go, but there's two energies here. There's no situation. Yeah, that situationship, like I said, and somebody that was abusive in the past. Um, um, and then there's someone that's love struck, and it could be love struck on you. That's almost like love struck energy could be great, but it's also like obsession. Obsession. Take it how it resonates. I'm gonna leave it right there, and let me wrap up this. Yeah, there's no situation. Let me see what this a little bit more on the go energy, and then thank you for saying that. Aquarius is coming out. Wish fulfillment. Okay, wish fulfillment. Someone leaving you. Yeah, there's an equal give and take. So you have to have an equal give and take. The mistakes of the past is that you put more energy into a situation, and there was not an equal give and take when it came to also emotional fulfillment with someone. It's not just like money and working hard on the relationship. It's also that you gave too much emotions. So so those are the lessons. Yeah, those are, you were put in separation from someone because they could have used you for money, because this combination looks like it could be like, they just making you work hard, work, and they're not putting in. You're dissatisfied with love, but there is someone here. There's a love offer. Okay, so you have a love offer coming up, heading in the right direction. And let me just wrap this up. It keeps, you're cutting out a lot of people. There's a lot of people being cut out, and that's okay because you're being powerful enough to do it. And you're waiting. You've been waiting. So look, cutting out a lot of people. and waiting. You're cutting and waiting. Cutting, and it's like, Spirit, it's so quiet here. What's going on? Are y'all still with me? And Spirit is saying, yes, they're still with you. Okay, so that's your reading, but wait, there's more. And if this girl was here, she'll be like, yeah, she always says that's the last card, and then she pulls a couple more. Southwest, if she was here. Yeah, let me just see something. Divine is intervening. There's something, like I said, these are just short readings. When we do the regular personal readings, yeah, right now it's an energy of isolation, and the breakup is with the new moon, and so the new moon is gonna end. It's gonna separate you from the person that had you in heartbreak. They are not gonna be able to come to you, even if you call them or they call you, and you try to make a date. There's something's gonna go wrong, like a storm, like my car broke down, or I don't have money to go see you. So, and Spirit is saying, become a mystery. Do not tell people your plans, your new life. There's somebody that's gonna have romantic feelings, and there's a tower moment where there's an ending. And look, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave you reading right here. You have a fated meeting, and it could be in public. You out and about. There's an energy here of being out and about and locking eyes. And when we do personal readings, we look at time, like a little bit more, when it's gonna happen and stuff like that. I sometimes look at time here, but it takes a while. Okay, so that was your reading, Angel, because I don't want to stay forever, because you know me, I could just keep talking. So that's the energies that are coming for you today. Let's go. Thank you. Oh, hit the like button. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, hit the like button for the algorithm. Um, Faded meeting. Yeah, like where you just lock eyes and you'll know. So it's gonna be this time around. It's gonna be a love at first sight thing, because that's the the faded meeting. It never fails when that comes out. Okay, so that was your reading. Yeah, you had a lot of magic in your reading. I ain't gonna hold you. The good magic, not the magic where we make trolls disappear. All right, so Caitlin, you're next. So we rocking and rolling. We take attendance, and if someone is not here, we move on. Okay, Caitlin's here. Yeah, hi, Boogie Woogie. Yeah, she's here. You're welcome. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you, and shout out to the silent watchers and the people that keep going in and out. Shout out to everybody. All right, so let's see. Okay, so Caitlin and Foxy, and y'all can you do me next, because it's 3 a.m. here. Um, we're gonna try to, because I have to do the members. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh God, we're gonna try our best, because we have to do the members, and I'll read for Caitlin. Oh my goodness gracious, and that's why some of my subscribers are in India, so it's like I have to do lives in the daytime too. That's what I gotta do. So we're gonna try to, Jesus Christ. Okay. So Caitlin, Lord have mercy. Yeah, we got you. The members have privilege to put someone before them. Um, Weepy Star, the Aquarius came out to play. Hi, Aquarius, Weepy Star. So yeah, no, I got you. Weepy Star. Give me a hug. All right. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Okay. So Caitlin, you can do her before me. If you want to give up your spot, I guess. Oh, you're an Aquarius? Oh dear Lord. This just, yeah. Am I on the list? Yes, Tiara, you're on the list, but let me read the list. So we have Caitlin now, Weepy Star, Cherry, um, Annie, K Love, Carrie Love, Tammy, Josh, and Tiara. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, gang. I'm an Aquarius, by the way, and so you're in good hands, I suppose. Aqua Gang. So if you wanna do that, this is how y'all get me in trouble. Oh dear Lord. Um, As a courtesy, as a welcome, I guess courtesy, we can do that. I can pull some cards for any now if you, but okay. Weepy star's about to wait. Well, let me see. Oh, good. We understand. Okay, okay. Because I'm like, just look at. So, Annie, we're gonna read you. We're gonna read you right now as a courtesy, first time, and then how we do. But I'm gonna try to go earlier. Go live like randomly early and on certain days, because that makes sense. It's late as heck. In different places. Okay. All right, so let me go with. Okay, so I'm gonna read Annie, and I'm gonna do this quickly. Um, let me go here. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, that was very loving, chat. Yeah, that was very nice. Okay, I like that. I like that because we have some people that trying to be here, support. Coming from other channels, and it's just late, and I keep forgetting. Like I said, India is like what? I don't know. It's like 10, 12 hours. Okay, so Annie, I'm gonna check your regular energies. Okay, there's the first thing is, yeah, W chat. There's a gentleman caller here. Ooh, another gentleman. Well, it might be the same person. Strategy. I know a lot of things you may not understand what's happening, but I'll just pull the cards and then I'll tell you. The door to spirit is here. Temple path. So that goes with strategy. Attachments, okay, we'll figure that out. And the door to abundance, which is fantastic. But the throat chakra, needing to speak your truth, is here. And there's gonna be a get together. It's like a get together of some sort going on. But let me see, where do we go? Where do we go? Let's go here. Let's see what cards come out from this deck, because this is new. I'm going to develop this story in a second. All right, let's see what else comes out. The first card that came out was a gentleman. Whoa, okay. So Spirit is saying release doubts. Release doubts. And I'm going to add to that, release attachments. Attachments is like being attached to anything. You could be attached to a negative thought, to fear. You could be attached to thinking something's not going to work out. But Spirit is saying you have to release doubt. That flew out, so it's definitely for you. We'll put that in the side, because doubt is stopping something from working out. And I feel like something's telling me to put these two together. And I don't always put these two together. Attachment is being like attached to a person, and yes, that is toxic. Okay, so there's a toxicity here, to a person, and sometimes people are like, well, I know him, or I know that person, even though they're not good for us. So you have to let go and believe that things will work out. When you let go of something negative, believe. Okay, so the opposite of doubting is believing that there's going to be something better. All right, so there's a celebration. Yeah, there's a get together. That's what I was saying before. Remember, there's a get together, and you might not remember right now, but you might be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to this wedding or this thing, but there's a get together. But denial, yeah, okay, so Spirit is saying do not be in denial, which means like, oh no, something's not gonna it's gonna work out when you know it's not. Let me say it again. When you know something's not gonna work out, or something's not for you, and denying that, and that goes with this. That goes with this. Okay, that goes with this. Attachment. Attachment. Yeah. Okay, you're married. No problem. Attachment. And there's a glow up. You're on the path. You're on the spiritual path. So this is what's happening. You're on the spiritual path where you're learning about spirituality. You're diving deeper into spirituality. So you're gonna have this glow up, which means you're gonna start making little changes in your life, and you're like contemplating and really meditating about things that need to change. So there's a lot of like thinking in your head. And a need to speak up. There's a need to speak up here with your throat chakra, that there's something you're not saying. Let me just see. I know exactly what that's about. Okay, there's something you're not saying, and you need to speak up so that you can get the stuff that you manifested, the happiness, and also the balance and peace. Because I feel like there's something that's not peaceful here, that But okay. So the first energy was this gentleman, right? And when you see a man holding a heart, that means there's a connection with you and this person, whether it's a marriage, whether it's you're dating. But this is a there's a little bit of arguments and disharmony. There's some disharmony here. Um, and it's like a person that likes to have the last word is here. Okay, I gotta see it. I gotta say how it goes, and you know, it's no big deal. You know, we all struggle. Page of cups. Someone, it's like they're apologetic. They need to apologize for something, but the page of cups, they might be apologizing because this is what's happening. You're learning to take your power back, and spirit and your angels, you're very connected to your angels and people that passed away, and they're guiding you and putting the thoughts that you think are random in your head. They're not random. The thoughts are like, you deserve better, you deserve better. And some people like, no, I gotta stay here, I gotta stay here, I'm already married, or I'm already whatever. So there's somebody that needs to apologize here and might apologize, but they have a little bit of pride and they like to have the last word. So Libra energy is coming out, but justice is going to be served here. Yeah, justice is going to be served. So somebody is not saying the truth. Okay, so there's somebody that you're in. There's a partner here or someone that you relate to that is not being truthful. But when you have this card is extremely powerful. The door to spirit and spirituality, psychic intelligence. You're gonna know what this is. This is someone that was trying to get away with something, but you are going to know what this is. You have an emotional decision to make. Your dad passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, so that's definitely a spirit guide. So there is a someone that's definitely guiding you. You're not alone. Let me wrap up this reading. Okay, let me just see who these people are quickly. um Okay, so there's this gentleman also, where you're like this sadness and devastation, but you're going to be the magician. So it's like you're getting powers to do better. You don't see certain things. You don't see that someone could have been someone toxic. Scorpio. I gotta say all the signs that come out. Scorpio energy here, but I feel like there's someone that's helping you become the magician. The magician means you're gonna make things happen. You're gonna change your life. You're gonna use all the elements and all the powers that be and all the advice from spirit, the synchronicities. You're being warned. By the way, remember when you said 222? That means, remember what I said earlier? I said harmony. Something's not harmonious. So there's harmony that needs to be established in a relationship, and there wasn't harmony. Look, it looks like someone had you competing for their time. They're not giving you their time. Yeah, marriage. This is a marriage right here. This is a marriage. Like, there's not enough dedication or time, like, to give your emotional, to make you emotionally fulfilled, and make you mentally filled. And but you know, things. The justice card is here. Let me just see something. Let me wrap this up by let me see something. Let me do this, because this is about to turn into a regular thing, and we gotta keep it moving. All right, so this flipped out. Um, hmm, hmm. I hate to say it, but this goes together. Okay, so now this, I know this says cheating, right? So, cheating doesn't have to just be with a person, it's cheating of their time or their energy. Someone is splitting their energy with other people or other things. Like if they're workaholic and they don't show you emotions, or they just like rough and not nurturing the watering the plant of the relationship. So, someone is being dishonest. We said that before, and it could be cheating or whatever the situation is, but there's like a little bit of toxicity that has to end, and someone has to set boundaries with someone. Take it as it resonates, because I know how I'm saying this, and if this was a personal reading, I would tell you a little bit more, but I'm trying to tell you stuff but not put all the business out. um hmm. Okay, now let me show you this card. I'm not even going to talk too much about it. Get the popcorn, Angel. Yeah, let me show you this card. Sometimes you may form, I'm going to say something random. Okay, you saw the card, Annie? Okay. Sometimes you may forge relationships with someone out of emotional need, and you might feel like you're more connected to them than just friendly. Okay, and there's definitely jealousy in a situation. And then you have someone has feelings for someone secretly, and it's mutual with that person. So in other words, it's like if I'm gonna just be honest. Let's say if a relationship I'm in is not working out, and I'm just like have a friend that like I like or something, and is there for me. So it's a situation of someone is there for someone, like a shoulder to lean on, and that's not truthful. They're not being authentic, or whatever. And spirit is urging you, because you have, or urging you to make a decision, because you have abundance coming, and the toxicity and the lies and all that stuff can slow down your blessings. Okay. All right. Thank you, Annie. You're adorable. She's like, I saw the card. We don't have to discuss it. Let me tell you something. I love everybody, so I don't care. And some of my best people are like that. So Spirit is saying, work through your fear. And you know what's ironic? You put the word fear, you put an acronym. And Scorpio's mentioned in this reading twice. So we're wrapping up your reading. So work through your fear and release negativity. It's repeating. Release negativity. Scorpio, double Scorpio. But okay, double Scorpio. Okay, final advice. Final advice, because this got a little. But you have a glow up. You're supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to do something. You have a win-win outcome. Libra again, win-win justice. See, justice. You're gonna have justice because you have a good heart and you have good intentions, and you're about to have powerful change with this new moon. That something's gonna end. Your life is gonna change drastically. You have a new start coming. So there's a drastic change. It's a tower moment. A tower moment is when something happens where it's a big discovery. You catch somebody in a terrible lie or something, and spirit is opening your eyes so that you can make this emotional decision that you have to make, with the lady with the two swords picture that we had. Because this is you, like being, sometimes keeping up, staying up and worrying, but this is a decision. So with the moon here, so in this new moon, it's confirming that there's something that's going to change. There's an ending. And embrace the changes, because there's something better. I'm just going to leave it there. But because it almost gives, respectfully, almost gives like a renewal of love, like it could be new love, or just like something has to be discovered so that you can work on it, or just make a decision. It's like tearing it down, so build it back up. Okay, so that was your little reading. Oh, hi, Erica, welcome. Okay, so Annie, that was like your reading. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. You got a little bit of clarity. And so whatever came out that was in your mind, that spirit is saying that, yeah, that was for you. That reading was for you. And your things that you're thinking about are being confirmed. Okay, so we continue with the members. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for that. Now I'm going to read for you. And enjoy. I hope you liked it, and you could always rewatch this. And I know it's late, so good night. We tucking you in. We tucking you in. We got you. All right. So thank you for being here. And remember, set boundaries. So you're in Virginia, Erica. Oh dear Lord. Okay. Wow. Okay. So enjoy. You could, like I said, Annie, you could just rewind it, and when you have more time tomorrow, but get some sleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning by her. Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. So thank you, chat. Thank you, W chat, for that allowance. Okay. So let's continue with Caitlin. Okay. So Caitlin, general, whatever comes out, or did you have a question? Caitlin, okay. All right. So whatever comes out, I think, right? I think that's what you said. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Let me spray love spray. Let me spray love spray. I've been drawn to spray love spray with you. Smells wonderful. Okay, Weepy Star, we back in business. We hope you enjoy it. Weepy Star, thank you. That's one of the first times I see the Aquarius come out to play, Weepy Star. That was cute. I like that. She was like, wait a minute, what the hell's about to happen? And Erica, you still here with us? Yeah, okay, so Okay, yeah, Erica, nice that you found us. And member Erica, thank you so much for being a member. Okay, so let me see. Um, so Caitlin, I've been drawn to pick up the start with love. We're gonna get to a little bit of money, but I've been drawn to start with love. Yeah, Weepy Star. I was like, oh my gosh, she's the Queen of Sword. Get it, girl. I like that. I was like, you know, when you like fear, and you like somebody's gonna pop, it's just gonna go crazy, but you like the excitement. I was like, yeah. I was like it was like, yeah. There you go. Because everybody's like, oh, nice. I like that. So it's in you. So it's in you, and that might go with your reading, Weepy Star. Stay tuned. And Caitlin, Miss Caitlin, why is this coming out? Why is this? Well, that's okay. I shouldn't. I'm not judging. It doesn't matter. Let me let you read it again. Let me let you read it. Friends, FWB, friends with benefits. I'm not judging. Not judging at all. Friends with benefits. Oh, it's getting juicy. I'm a fighter. We went. It's like we didn't know it. We didn't know it. That surprised us. Oh, can't wait. Yeah, you ready for war. You had enough. So your energy we starts creeping into this reading, which like I had enough type of thing. I like it. I like it. Um, where is Caitlin? Friends with benefits. Okay, let's put it down. Let's put it down. Let's see what the juicy. Let's see the tea. And you're in Florida. Oh, okay. He lives in German. Friends with benefits. So, remember that we were talking about soul ties and all types of ties. Moving in. So moving in is coming out for you. Moving in, like the talks, and this might not have happened, but it's like there's some type of energy of somebody talking about, fantasy right off that Venus with Pisces thing, the fantasy, like we can move in and jog into the sunset on a black sands beach and live happily ever after. And then reality sits in like, are either one of y'all ready, willing to move? Because when people long distance, so I've been drawn to talk about long distance because you mentioned that, right? The Germany thing. Long distance doesn't always. Girl, I will go and live with him. I love you so much, Caitlin. It's just crazy because you're hilarious. You're hilarious. She's like, girl, man, follow the yellow brick road. Like I'm on it. So that's very heavy. And friends with benefits, it's almost like a casual relationship. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Somebody is not gonna be casual. I don't care how y'all both would be like, no, we're gonna start off slow, and this and that and see where it goes. Somebody, mark my words, is not gonna be casual. Especially friends with benefits. That's a physical tie. Remember we talked about that. And what happens is, especially women are, we use our emotions, the divine feminine energy. So your emotions, are very passionate or whoever. But someone, when you have friends with benefits, a lot of times catches feelings because they're like, wait, this is too good. We married. We're in this for life. We're locked in. That's it. We're locked in and you can't go anywhere. Like you mine type ish. type ish. So it's like, man, you ain't going nowhere. So someone's gonna have that energy. Everybody starts off like, no, you're my Tuesday and Thursday guy. Yeah, you my Tuesday and Thursday guy. And Tuesday and Thursday guy starts saying, it's supposed to be like we meet, we do, bye, okay, and then they're like, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? And you going out with who? Another guy? And they start, someone has that energy. Yeah, it's probably you. Now this is crazy. Soulmate. And jealousy. Jesus Lord. Okay, so look, you remember when you just say it's probably me. Take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates. And family. This is there's a dichotomy. I have to use the word. In children. Oh, somebody's on a fast lane. Somebody's love struck and on a fast lane. Somebody. How do we get here? We started with friends with benefits, and all of a sudden, people having kids, a ring, family. You're my soulmate, but I'm jealous because I told you we only casual, but I really want this. Ta-da, ta-da. Da-da, da-da. Trapping him with kids. No, she did not type that. Abort! Abort mission! Abort! I can't. I can't. Well, it's coming out. She typed it, but it's coming out already. It just came out. I can't make this stuff up. I know the energy. Now, usually when I see this, I'm like, oh, there's two energies here. No, it's a one person thing. You got more. You got more emotions than a little bit. This. Oh man, this guy don't know what he just signed up for. Um. Okay. 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 Hold on. Let me just see what's going on. Let me pull a couple more cards. Welcome everybody. Hit the like button. Cherry blossom, blossoming beautiful energy. Thank you for saying that. Um. Oh, you okay? Your money. You're getting blessings. You have good intentions. Okay. Okay. I'm pulling from, and someone, I don't know if like whatever there's like physical ailments here. Someone's not feeling so well. It's a random message, but someone, it's about feeling well or something. But there's something, and it's gonna get better. Um, so here's the thing. I pull some cards and main female, and I don't like that. We can never like main female means that someone's not fully available, right? And that there might be a discovery that someone may have a family, right? Or whatever. And then it's like that's why the friends with benefits might be here. Someone may have an extra energy, and it's understandable if you're long distance. Someone may have an extra energy, meaning like, no, I got my girl, I got a girl that's nearby because this one is far away. So this is my friends with benefits. I'm putting these two together. This story is getting crazier than Michael Jackson's nose connection collection. You have unexpected income, but you don't want to swim in toxic waters because then this will be delayed because this is a 2 plus 7. So I'm being drawn to 2 plus 7. That's a 9. 10 is completion, that your money's coming in, but something's going to slow it down. Someone also wants a second chance. This is what you got me doing, girl? But your money is trying to come in. There's money coming in. You're going to make the right decision because there's money coming in. There's unexpected income, sudden wealth, and yeah, sudden wealth and a gift, a gift from the universe, because somebody's gonna cut somebody out. There's attachment. There's all kinds of stuff. This is going on. Let me just see, because they drew me straight to love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, attachments. I can't even make this up. There's an unnatural a little bit of obsession, and spirit is saying let go of that, and open your mind. Remember that in the shorts when I said open your mind and not your, and then I left it there. So make sure you open your mind also to see the situation for what it is, because you do have true love. There's some type of true love and attraction here, but spirit is saying let go of control issues. So you're gonna have to let this play out. You're gonna have to let whatever this is. You're talking to someone or whatever. Go ahead and go with the flow, but be open to messages, because spirit is gonna show you if this is the person for you. Because I feel like, respectfully, you're torn between two people. You're torn between two people. You're torn between two people, and they're making me say that. I blame my Venus Aries. Yeah, that's Venus Aries. They're very experimental and they love to do wild, passionate, extremely passionate things. And they want it now. They are in a rush. Rush is, love is an emergency. I wrote a poem called Love is an Emergency, and that's, yeah, Aries. So make the effort to attract and to manifest, and also make the effort to see things. I'm being drawn to say, see what you need to see. And there's some family issues, and the family might be not in agreement with something, but you're going to be given a soulmate. So there's going to be a decision to make. There's somebody that's not for you. There's somebody that is not for you and wants to say Somebody wants a second chance. And in the beginning it was just one energy, and then now crept up another energy. But in the meantime, let me just see something, because there's something that's stopping, that might slow down some of this money, and it's you, and having to keep yourself from these negative energies. You gotta, something's gonna happen. Well, this is the new moon reading, so the new moon reading means something's gonna happen. Something's gonna get cut off, because this is what it is. You have a beautiful spirit, Caitlin. You have good intentions, but you're amazingly deliciously honest. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the type of person that'll be like, no, I just want one night stand, or I just want this, or I just want whatever you want. You say it, and you're honest, because you were honest with us before. But and so that's a beautiful spirit, because you're not trying to deceive. But at the same time, you deserve someone that is permanent, that is a soulmate, and you want that also. And you really want that. That's why I said that friends with benefits was fake for someone. That friends with benefit is a joke. It's not going to be, somebody doesn't really want that, or it might start off like that, but it's not going to end that way. So release doubt is coming out, and meditate for you. Meditate. You're gonna be about water, but why is, and declutter. There's somebody that has to go, or the universe is gonna take them. And sleep and rest is coming out for you also, and food, nutrition. So yeah, okay. Final cards. Let me just do this. Wait, did they even want? No, money already came out. So we're gonna finish this reading, and we're going on to Weepy Star. So get ready, Weepy Star. I hope the German guy is my soulmate. I feel like there is, because it's like distance. Somebody's very funny. Somebody's very funny. And I think those are the type of, with the Venus Aries, you definitely are drawn to the different, and something that is funny, someone that has a witty sense of humor. You're drawn to different things. And look what's happening. Look what's happening. This is spicy. Lord have mercy. So I feel that there's something that might start casual, that it's not gonna be casual for long. You are manifesting, and you're being spiritually sexual. This is spiritual sexuality. This is sensuality that's divine feminine, very high, passionate divine feminine here, who's like being spiritual, but the H word, you know. So look, marriage is in the cards. I feel like this is something that's gonna work out. I'm gonna just leave it there, but I feel like, yeah, there's somebody. Let's see, is that the? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, because it's gonna be longer. But I feel like something that sounds casual, that you think is casual, it's not as casual as you think, and gonna be surprised that something works. But it takes, yeah, I'm going to trap him. Okay. Many blessings. That that's us. Yeah, it's something's very sexual. All these cards, and it was like my hand went to love, and it's like you're manifesting, but it's like horny manifestations. There, I said it. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, no, I want, you just don't want to smash. You want, the event to be celestial, astronomically pleasing, just crazy. But it's like you're spiritual at the same time. You're an interesting character. And I think people tell you that, Caitlin. You are an amazing character. Your energy is through the roof. That's hilarious. It's like we're crazy in love, but that's your husband. So it's like that's the type of person you want. Like you can't keep your hands off each other, and you've been married for 20 years. I've seen couples like that. That exists. You can manifest that, and I think you're doing that. Okay, so that was fantastically interesting. That was our spicy, manifesting in that type of state of mind is hilarious. I can't with y'all. That's hysterical. Okay, Weepy Star, the Queen of Swords, please come out to play. So, Erica, did you want a reading? I don't know if when I get that plane ticket, Lord have mercy, I'm going to trap him. He'll be lucky to have you, Caitlin. He'll be lucky to have you. He has a good person. And I hope he can keep up. It's all I gotta say. I hope he can keep up. Okay. Okay, Erica. Yeah, I'm gonna add you to the list. Okay, so Weepy Star, Cherry Blossom, Erica, Annie we read, Carrie Love, if she's still here, Tammy, Josh, and Tiara. If they're still here, because I know, if they're not here, it's okay. Awesome. That was an awesome read. Some people related to that. They're like, yeah, I want to be sexual. That's like sexy manifestations. That's definitely a new chapter. We unlocked a new. That's like a side mission. You're doing all these, main manifestations, but your side mission is to, get turned up after dark. Tarot after dark. I actually have cards that are like grown and stuff, and like I've done tarot after dark before. Caitlin's favorite movie is The Parent Trap, or 50 Shades of Spirit, spiritual. 50 Shades of Spirit. I'm so done. I'm so done. Whatever comes out. Okay. All right. So now we have Weepy Star. Where'd she go? Oh, she got her sword. No, she did not. She's in a very powerful mood tonight. Okay, Tammy's still here. I'm leaving my mark. I pray for pray for the man's endurance and strength. That's all I gotta say. Cause he don't know what he signed up for. Respectfully, oh my God, what y'all have me out here doing? He don't know what he signed up for. Like I'm tempering myself. I'm not really saying like if this was the members lounge, I'll be like more loose with the respectfully. It'll be like a little less, a little still respectful, but it's like you know just go for the kill because you know what I'm saying. You know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because he don't know what he signed up for. If you know, you know. And it's funny because you know how people men talk crap, like sometimes, and women too talk crap when they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and this and that." You're the type of energy. That's the last thing I'm gonna say to you, Caitlin. That you be talking, but Spirit says you could back it up, and I didn't think Spirit could say that, but they said it. Like, nah, you're very high energy, divine feminine in the what's that the sacral chakra is activated. If you know, you know your sacral chakra is through the roof this week. Your sacral chakra, and sacral chakra, that energy center, that's the one down there. That's sacral chakra. If you look at the picture of the chakras, you're gonna start cracking up if you don't know what a sacral chakra area is. It's hilarious. Members lounge be going in. Yeah, we be going in. All right, so this is okay. So let's see. I grabbed the money thing. I've been shuffling this money thing for Weepy Star. Okay, schedule. The first thing that came out for you, and this flip. The cards are doing some magic tricks tonight. Like this flip, and if you rewind it tomorrow when you have time, look at the struggle that I just went through with this card. It was like this, and then it was like, and I was just like juggling this card, and this one don't want to. Oh, this your spirit is showing off tonight. They're showing off because I was trying to put this card in. Legit, it won't go back in. It will not go back in. Like it was giving me a hard time. Now it's going. All right, so look, I was drawn to bring this schedule. Your schedule, people need to respect your schedule. Why am I saying that? Look, the first thing I say is yes, you got to do a schedule. People need to respect your schedule. Take it out. It resonates. Look, if you saying this is not a time for calling, it's not a time for calling. If you say that you're gonna do this, but between this time and that time, people need to respect your schedule. And then the boss energy is coming out for you. So Spirit is saying that you need to be in control, and you have what it takes to be a boss. Because you are tapping into your superpower of being powerful, and no more like Mr. Nice Guy, Mrs. Nice Woman. You know what I'm saying? And not that you're gonna be bad or whatever, but what Spirit is saying, that enough is enough with people taking advantage of you. Enough is enough for people not knowing your value and not respecting you and your time. And then this is coming out. When you see this card, what does it say? When fortune comes out, that means money is really not going to be a problem in your future. It is not. But these two go together. These three go together because it's like you need to make time for abundance, meaning researching, finding out, or organizing, having a little notebook and writing down, look, I could start a business with this, I could do this, I could do a passive income like that, and making a little plan, like how many hours a week I have to do, like your what to do, like your little to do, and then you could research and find out what people have done. For example, if you want to, let's say you're a teacher and you want to, or you want to tutor or something, you could just write down, get organized. So Spirit is saying get organized because money is trying to come to you, but you got to meet it halfway. So get organized. Damn, why am I stuck there? In fortune, yeah, but you got to meet it. Like money's trying to come, but you have to meet it. You have to make a decision about being your own boss. And you could take it how it resonates. Yeah, I'm studying things. Yeah, you got to study. You got to study and then take notes. You got to write down inspirational quotes or just whatever, anything like that you have to do. Like for example, watch a video on shipping products or watch a video on this. So you have to write down the things that you have to do. Travel. There's an opportunity with money that involves travel. And this wanted to keep coming out. Laziness is feeling not motivated, but with the new moon, you should have started getting like motivation, like you got a little boost of energy or at least thoughts. So don't let you not be motivated be a cause for you not receiving this, because you can't receive this without this. You can't receive this without hard work and letting go of that, and not motivational. Spirit is saying you should be an influencer. Yeah, and you probably feel yeah. So you got in your schedule, you literally have to schedule a nap. So let's say you were an influencer and you say to yourself, I'm gonna wake up at 10 o'clock because I don't like the morning jobs that I used to have, right? Then you have to say I'm gonna work from 10 to 1, and then or 10 to have breakfast, then work from 10 to 12 or 10 to 1, have lunch, and then work till 3 or whatever, or 2 o'clock, whatever it takes for you to work faster and work less, and make your hours. Influencer means you're supposed to be a public speaker, and you can create content or videos or something, and money's supposed to be there. And don't be close-minded about something not working. You are worthy. Entitlement means that you deserve this fortune, and this is not regular money. This is abundance. This is like wealth, having wealth. And remember, there's something with traveling, with travel. All right, so wait, let me bring this out. I'm being drawn to this. Let's see what's going on. And I know what it's gonna say. It's like releasing doubts. Okay, let's see. Can feel it in my soul. You're supposed to. The Spirit is saying you're supposed to be an influencer. You could have a content, a channel like this or whatever, and talk about whatever it is that you're good at, and helping others. Let's see what fell out. Yeah, stress is coming out for you, because of you feel like there's so many monumental tasks that need to be done and not enough time. So that's why the schedule was the strongest energy. Let's wrap up this reading. Past life connection. There's a past life connection here for you, and someone that might be you're going to be overcoming obstacles that you don't think are possible. Be open to change. You have to be willing to change. The way you're receiving this money and this wealth is by you changing drastically, meaning like I feel like a job loss or a job change. There's a serious breaking of a job. It's like, yeah, release. I told you, release doubts, release grudges, release negativity. I told you that card was going to come out. So there's like a lot of things. You're fighting yourself, 1v1 battle. Like you're literally in a fight with yourself. You're stressing yourself out. No, I didn't call you yet. You're stressing yourself out. Focusing. You may be focusing on the work. You may be focusing on something when it comes to abundance, and let's say you're like, how do people make so much money? You feel like not jealousy, but you're like, how do people make so much money to do content and they don't do so much, or the money just keeps coming? Why is it so easy for others? Because you see the outcome, but you didn't see the work that they put in to get here. So don't be just obsessed with the outcome, be also obsessed with the work. Ooh, okay. Be obsessed with the work that it takes to get there. Pay attention to the red flags and things that are warning you. Uh, there's some numbers, synchronized numbers. Communicate. Your communication, something receive and express. Somebody's gonna tell you some. There's gonna be some discovery, some truth, and accept that something is not working out. Accept that you are not happy with your current situation, and work through issues gracefully. Look, i- acceptance. Accept that, and there's an apology coming towards you. So there's a lot going on. Somebody is sorry by the way they handle something. It's almost like they told you one thing and they meant something else. We got a lot going on. Let me wrap up this. I don't even know how to wrap up this. All right, let me see what else is going on. Let me get this advice. Giving up halfway. You feel like giving up 100 times. The spirit is saying, don't you dare, because fortune is the highest card of money in that deck. Fortune is the highest card in this whole deck. That's the highest money card. And there's like 80 cards in here. So that came out for you. There's a magnetic attraction. There's love too. And I feel like love in a relationship. That, okay, okay. Don't give up. One of Aquarius's readings was called "Don't Give Up." Two shorts ago, the shorts before this one, or something like that. Yeah, and being in isolation and stuff. And this travel again. Travel is coming out for you again. Final advice. Okay, moonology. We're going to moonology. Yeah, fine. That's what. Okay. Get ready, cherry blossom. Okay. I've been seeing 222. That means that a harmonious relationship is coming for towards you. There's harmony in your life. 444 means that you're being pushed into the direction you're supposed to be in. You're being pushed into the direction you're supposed to be in. And you're going against it, respectfully. You're going against it because you think it's a monument, it's a big mountain. I was supposed to say that earlier. You feel like you're looking at a mountain that you have to climb. Like, how could I do any of this? How did all these people do it? How did I do a channel? You know what I mean? Look, none of us are perfect, and a lot of us have fear. A personal issue reaches solution with a cancer. Cancer energy is coming up. Remember I said there was an apology coming. Look at the bigger picture. Just look at the bigger picture is having freedom of your time, financial freedom. So spirit is saying, look at the bigger picture. Often cry because I feel like I should give up on it. No, don't you freaking dare. Are you crazy? You and your loved ones are safe. Cancer energy is coming out, so you are going to be protected from anything that can come your way. You and your family is safe. And I was going to say, the family that supports you, the crazy ones, it's okay. It's all good. Your commitment is being tested. Oh yeah, your commitment is being tested. But with this new moon energy, because these are new moon readings, you're gonna start getting back on track. Thank goodness the 444 is coming. That means you're gonna go in the right direction. And 5 means that you're on the verge of a breakthrough and something changing. That's what this new moon does, and that's why it feels like scary. Like you can't figure anything out. Everything's confusing. It's time to release negativity and negative thoughts. Continue to do your work, do what you're supposed to be doing, and don't give up. Yeah, because I feel like you just keep looking at things, and that's why I said earlier, looking at other people that looks like it's easy for them to get money or whatever. Work through your fears, and that's why I was drawn, chat and members, to do that video on fears. Work through your fears. Fears, it stops us from, just keep working, keep researching, and hang in there a little longer because there's something drastic changing. You've seen fives. That's not a coincidence. Your hard work is going to pay off. Meditate to calm. And ashwagandha is being, again, a time for healing your mind. I said your mind. Yeah, because that's the thing. And a new start. Look, there's a new start. Your old life is done. You're about to enter some type of portal you're walking through, and it's a drastic change, and it's positive. It's like the stuff you manifested, but you have to continue. Just stay, hang in there. And that's what it's saying. That's the energy that it's saying. You know, hang in there because things are about to go your way. Those cards are not casual unless you think it is, and then this whole thing is just entertainment. But fortune, fortune, so this is insane. So true. I compare other people's journeys. Right. You can't compare because you're going to drive yourself crazy. And trust me, we've all done it because there's people here that it's like it looks like it takes them no effort to make money, to make hundreds of dollars. And I understand exactly. You got to fight yourself. The only battle, it's not you and all these negative people that did you wrong. That's not the biggest battle. The biggest battle is 1v1. It's yourself fighting your mental thoughts. Where obsidian, maybe put the obsidian under your pillow. Make sure you put it there or whatever, or just meditate with the obsidian for the negative thoughts to leave your mind because you're fighting doubt and fighting belief, faith and fear. It's a very very big battle, and that's why you have the swords because you're trying to chop off fear, and fear's not gonna win. You're gonna win. Things are gonna go your way. But it's just you're being tested right now. You're being tested to see how committed you are to your dream job, your dream life. Learn from the losses in the past and the mistakes that you made with finance. Your reading was mostly with finance, and there is love there, but you have to take care of you financially first. For me, but I put it away from me. So yeah, you can leave it near you because wow, obsidian is too strong. Obsidian is you could leave it near you or put it a little further or put it yeah, it's a good or smoky quartz. Smoky quartz actually is great too for those negative feelings. Smoky quartz is just as good. So I think you said you like smoky quartz. So yeah, that one is good to put under your pillow when you sleep. Hold it when you remember throughout the day. I can tell you the universe loves testing me. Yeah, a lot of Aquariuses are going through that because Pluto's about to, and Jupiter's about to gift something fantastic, but the tests are very very hard. Trust me, I know. It's like you want to give up and you keep working a little more, and I see you didn't give up, and I'm happy. You're not going to give up. Your story's going to change. It's going to be great. You're going to release the doubts. It's like you barely going to make it, right? But you're going to make it. All right, it's all good. Just keep going. And I think these lives and these type of readings help people to keep going or just to get the messages that they need. And the people in the background that are listening, that's your message too. If that message applies, don't let it fly. Grab it up. you know? If it applies, don't if it doesn't apply, let it fly. If it applies, don't let it fly. You're welcome. Hit the like button. Smoky Quartz is my baby. Yeah. You need necklace. So when people want to give you a gift, hey, your birthday's coming up, whatever, or just Mother's Day, or just whatever day, any type of day. What you want as a gift? Oh, can you give me a nice little smoky quartz bracelet, nice pure raw, nice whatever, or polish, and that's what you do. The cherries are cherrying, and then Erica, you're next, and then we have Carrie Love. I don't think she's here, and then Tammy. Um, so okay, so Cherry, Erica, and then Tammy, and Josh and Tiara. All right, so this is Cherry. I thought cherry blossom was also a tree, but you might have meant that's a double entendre. You might have meant it like some other way. Stop playing. Oh, hi there. Carrie Love is like, nope, you got that wrong. I'm here, girl. That's hilarious. Yeah, because they're free. If it's personal reading, we set a time and it's like, nope, that's your time. But when it's like a free reading, respectfully, as Erica would say, we got to let it do what it do. Okay, so Cherry Blossom, you have a specific question or just I order a small piece to start and interested in how, like, selenite is extremely important for you. Oh, selenite will calm you, protect your home, it protects you, and it gives you clarity. You could if it's not too strong, you could put it on your third eye. Carry Carly Love. I don't even. I'm not. I'm saying it wrong. Oh, can't wait. Okay, Carly Love. You are the truth, cause you right there. Cause that's how people lose their spot, and then it's like, look, if it's something free and you think it's worth waiting for, because respectfully, these could be now. People can skip the line if they do a super chat. You can skip the membership and everything if you. All right, so let me just leave that there. Did you have a question, Cherry Blossom? You just throwing cherries in my face. What? What? This is what I'm saying. She keeps throwing cherries. They look juicy. No, no, no doubt. No doubt they do, but I'll try it out. That's hilarious. She's not saying anything. She's just like, "Thank you, Erica. Thank you for saying." She's just like, "Here's my cherries." Worth wait. Cherry blossom. Oh my god. Okay, she's in the cherry pending file. Okay. I don't know what cherry blossom. Okay, so let me go to she's cherrying it up right now. Cherry bombing me. Yeah, cherry bombing me. I don't know. Why are these people so funny? Wait, who's next? Erica is. Wait. What is happening? Love. Oh, okay. I guess that was the foreplay. That was the foreplay. I'm so done. That was the foreplay. She was like, "No, we gotta do our thing first. I gotta put these cherries here, and then we can get the thing started." She has an order of business how she does things. So it's like, okay, first that. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. Okay, Erica, what is that emoji, Erica? And what y'all eating? Did y'all have a great dinner or lunch? I be just saying dinner because it's like my time, but some people might just be waking. It might be 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, and somebody I can't remember that. The sleepover. Oh no, the sleepover party vibes. Okay, Erica's here. Oh, that means I'm okay. All right. What is that? Okay, when do you see me meeting true love, soulmate? Slow down. Okay. Red flags. Crush. Perfect man. Okay, losing interest. Okay. There's a lot. Okay, so there's a little bit of mixed feelings here. I was just pulling cards, believe it or not. I was already pulling cards, and and yeah, I got your question. I just ate nuts. What am I? Okay, no, I'm so sorry, Spirit. I'll behave. Shout out to Kayla. Friend. Shout out to you. Be turning up. You know what I'm saying. You be doing your thing. You be doing your thing. These nuts. I have to say it once. That's it. I'm done. Okay, I posted. Yeah, that's all. When do you see me meeting my true soul? No, I got your question. I got your question. Because I'm pulling a bunch of cards. I had to say it once. It's a temptation. It's like a stimmy. Okay. Oh my God. If they say that one more time, wait till you see these cards. Trust in the middle. They got me playing this game. This is like, it's so funny. It's like I'm doing a game. It has to be put in a certain spot. Like, it's making me do it. It's so crazy. Okay, free yourself. There's some, love yourself. Okay, okay. Stay optimistic. Oh man, they're giving you homework. They're giving you deserve love. Lord have mercy. If I pull any more cards, okay. I'm waiting for heart to heart conversation. Okay. I'm gonna show you the cards, and I'm gonna show you why I'm. There's so many cards here. Yeah, no, I got your question. I got your question. I got you. I had you before you had me. Wait, what happened? Uh, knew it was coming. You knew this was coming, Pete. Like that movie Spider Man. Well, I meet them this year. Okay. Your phrasing is impeccable. Wait, it an Aquarius. Wait, what's your sign, Josh? It's that's an Aquarius. Honesty. Okay. Okay, friends. Hmm. All right. I have this story because there was a lot of mixed signals and surrender. Okay. I don't even need all this stuff, but all right. Okay, so this is for a cherry blossom this year. Hmm. Gemini. Oh, an air sign. That's why you're okay. All right. We got an answer here. We got an answer. Okay. So cherry blossom. Did you see that? It says like about a year things will be, but in a few months, there's something that's gonna change in a few months where it's a situation where it's like you meet someone and it takes a little while, maybe as friends or whatever, but um, spring. Okay, so it's saying like a year and so, but I also want to give you yeah, in a few months something's gonna start. Something's gonna start. Now they are telling me to show you this in the morning. Right now you're having a realization and you're gonna probably think about it tomorrow morning or just early in the morning. Now let me show you all the cards that came out because that's the easy part. Kind of getting these type of getting like the type of time sensitive things is the easy part, but I knew that there was something. My intuition was saying there's something more. Now let me show you what's in your energy. Now when respectfully, when these cards come out, that means it's in your energy, which means there may be a communication. Let's say you're communicating with an ex or someone, or something that is really strong in your feelings. Let's say you're not communicating with an ex, but in your feelings you need to purge something out because there's a lot of stuff here. Let me show you. Okay, so the first thing that came out was slow down, right? Okay, you asked the question, when is it going to happen? And Spirit is saying that they are in control, divine. But there's always a behind the story. So then I pulled more cards. There were red flags. Someone was using you, right? So I pulled some more cards, and this person was a player. Is a player. Now the reason why I pulled these cards, and let's say they acted like they lost interest, and someone had a crush or whatever, right? The reason why I say that is because then I pulled these cards right here, and it says heart to heart conversation. When this card comes out, the heart to heart conversation, that means that something needs to be said, or something needed to be said, that you stand your ground and you say, listen, buddy, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I will take, this is what I won't take, or whatever. So it's like a finality, because if there's no ending, let's say you ghost to someone, there's no, the universe is going to end it either way. But it looks like there's a lot of purging that needs to be done, because look at this. The red flags, pay attention to the red flags. Look, watch this. So I'm stepping, Spirit is stepping on toes, and it's saying there are some things that are being ignored. There's some flags that are being ignored, or have been ignored. So Spirit is really urging you to learn and be open. I feel, and I just have to say what I feel. Someone is definitely in regret, and ex-lover came out in regret. I get it. That's fine. But I feel like there's some connection still, or some communication, or it's heavy in your soul, and that you need to make sure that you learn and literally analyze what it is that you did wrong, or some, like shadow work and surrender, um, so that you won't, you could meet someone and start dating someone in a month. Cherry blossom, this is for real. You can start, but it's going to be the same person with a different body and a different face. So spirit is saying you need to really know how you're going to move differently this time, and what you really want to pick, because this ex-lover energy is still in your energy. This ex-lover stuff is in your end, it's all over you. So either you're still communicating, let's say, and it's like they're trying to be your friend, like, oh, we could just be friends. With toxic people, you can't be friends with it, because they're just going to keep pissing you off. So this heart-to-heart conversation that you're going to be having or whatever, it needs to end. Something needs to end before something comes in, because someone keeps lying and spirit put them in separation from you, but somehow they're still living, I'm going to say, rent free in your head or in your energy, because this is something that needs to be healed. And then I'm going to show you these other cards that came out. The spirit is saying trust and worth waiting for. Continue to trust and work on your abundance. I think they want you to work on money, or just stabilizing yourself and your emotions. A lot of emotions here. um, Check this out. Free yourself. Free yourself. So there's something that needs to be cut. There's some toxicity, there's some purging. I want to say the word purging that needs to happen. Free yourself from, and it could be also mental energy, where you're traumatized, let's say, from something that happened. So it's like you keep looping or playing something before, yes, before, not now, right? But, and this is what I've always said, you could be separated from someone, you could have left an abusive person, but if you still harboring those feelings, or you didn't fully let it go, where you're neutral and you started healing, when you know you're healing, it's because you're like, okay, you're able to be like, this happened to me and I'm perfectly okay, because this is real heavy in the energy, and the energies don't lie, which means if you're not with this person, they're living in your mind. And this is what spirit is saying: love yourself first. Okay, I'm going to give you all the messages. Stay optimistic. Oh, negative thoughts and feeling like you can't trust anybody, you know how we say that, and it's, sometimes it is true. You can't trust a lot of people. You can't trust these people, everybody's lying. If you have that energy, you can't manifest like that. If you don't believe that something is possible, it's hard for it to come in, because we're ordering those negative energies. So you're placing an order with the universe, saying, if you keep saying in your head, like, people lie all the time, everybody lies, then the universe is taking that order. You said what? You want people that lie, or people? Okay, so then they keep. That's all you are manifesting. And spirit is saying you deserve love, and you need to free yourself and purge out a lot of stuff. And somebody was deceptive, and they might come around and want to keep talking. Do not have dinner with schmucks. How many times, if you already had a heart-to-heart conversation and an ending, that's it. Don't cut their mic off, so that they will not come, because there's something very heavy, and spirit is saying surrender. This is another card that came out for you: surrender. So within a year, but within a year, but in a few months, you're gonna start realizing and doing great work to let go of some type of purging or some type of feelings here. Let me see. Let me pull from this deck to finalize your reading. Because, yeah, the shadow work, yeah, is a continual thing. Because there's some really, it's almost like a soldier. Wow, this just came out. It's almost like a soldier that came back from war. They're not like perfectly okay. They need to heal. Oh, and Spirit is telling you how. Okay, perfect. Let me take the ones that forgive and heal. Forgive and heal. Those forgive and heal. You might not have forgiven the person because they probably did you dirty. And it's hard to forgive somebody that did you dirty. But if you don't forgive and you don't move on, you're gonna have those same things. You're gonna manifest that same relationship with someone else. So you do have love. It's gonna be love at first sight for you. And songs are bringing you love messages, and songs are telling you like what's happening. Like like if you hear a song like called "Very Soon" or something like that, just listen to the lyrics. They're gonna be communicating with you in lyrics. A love language, the person that's coming in is going to understand your love language. Um, and dreams are going to start telling you what's going to happen. If you start dreaming about people that are together and fantasies like that, that means that very soon, within a few months, you're going to perhaps run into the person. And for you to have this type of relationship, it's saying like a year, a little bit like, and then it came out spring. A little bit like a year, around the year mark. But so those are the work and the things that have to be done, because there's a lot of these energies of like being so disappointed and so hurt, and it just looks like it's so um devastating. I want to say the word devastating, and I feel for you. I'm on your side, because some people do things that are just unforgivable, and you're trying to learn how to forgive, and it's gonna take a little bit. But and you don't ever have to be 100% healed to meet your soulmate. You don't. But if you are not at least a little healed, halfway healed, you're gonna be, in a new relationship, not trusting them, and you could sabotage your relationship by not trusting them and saying, "You all say the same thing. My ex said the same thing," and you don't want to have those negativities. You do not want to have those words with a new person that's innocent and it's actually a soulmate. You don't, because that might turn somebody off. So there's certain things that are very raw still in your feelings, because of deception in the past. Yeah, so that's your reading. Okay, very good. So, okay, hope that brought you some clarity. All right, so let's go with Erica. So we have Erica. Okay, Erica. Um, and we have Carly, Love, or something like that. Tammy, Josh, and Tiara. Okay, so Erica, and then Carly, and then Josh. But if Josh is still here, yeah. If he's still here after, I know you just said something. So Erica, what's up? Where's Erica? Oh, there you go. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, great. So, do you have a question, or you wanna just whatever? Think I would leave? Why would you think I would leave? No, you got staying power. You in these internet street. Not that many people can beat you, Josh. You got this thing on lock. I've never seen, and maybe we think alike, Josh. And I keep calling you sorry. I sometimes say Joshua because it's a temptation. I know it's Josh, but um, sometimes I hop in my friends' lives, and it's like there goes Josh, there goes Josh. No, so you're not. No, your time management is impeccable. You might have like 3 or 4 screens. Like, okay, this one's live, that one's live, but you manage. All right, so Erica, oh, you chilling. I like when you type my name. Say my name. Whisper. Okay, so perfect, beautiful. Let's see what's going on with Erica's energies for this week. Is anybody hungry? What y'all doing? Are you snacking? People, okay, we talked about. I was gonna say these nuts again, but then I changed my mind. Because I asked a question. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, so Erica, we're starting our journey through the. We're starting our journey through your energy. Eating fries. Ooh, yummy. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, snack. And popcorn. I love popcorn so much. I like when Angela puts the popcorn. I love it so much. Fresh popcorn. Making fresh popcorn, too. So, Erica, look at this. Your first card is the strongest. Inner peace. It's always the Avenger vibes. It's like you're so elevated. You're so elevated. You're so elevated. You find beauty. So look, I'm being drawn to this card. It's almost like you find so much beauty in life and certain things now. This is very good high vibrational thinking, where you realize that you could be rich in money, but you could also be rich in inner peace. Think about tumultuous relationships and hard times that you've had to deal with. And now you're at a level where you're embracing peace, and God and the universe is gifting you peace, and it's so beautiful. It's like when you went to a museum as a child, and you're like, what is all this weird stuff, right? And then when you grow up, you go to that museum on a date or something, and maybe you'll be going on a date or something with a museum, whatever, and then you're like, oh my God, this is beautiful. This is, I see that these two souls are connecting, and you look at things a little differently. I mean, this one's sad, and they want to, start something new, and you start analyzing, and that all is because love is really knocking on your door. Love and the beauty of love. Flowers are of significance. It's almost like somebody could be also, give like it. I want to say this, and this might be random, and it might be, see, that my challenge as a reader is which are my thoughts and which are, and I'm getting good at knowing which are not my thoughts, because sometimes I'm about to get deep for no reason. My thoughts are also what somebody else is thinking. So it's like when I give a message, sometimes a message for myself. But so look, right here, I don't know why, but I feel like someone is gonna give you flowers or wants to give you flowers, like for Mother's Day, right? I want to say that. Um, how do I feel about it though? I don't know how I feel about it, but it's like mixed feelings about it. Okay, but you deserve it all. All right, that's a random thing. Take it, put that in your pocket for later. Fulfillment. You thank you, Jesus. You know how priceless this is to feel fulfilled. So you are heading towards the fulfillment center. Where you feel happy and content. And Spirit is saying, continue to trust. In the journey and the beauty ahead. So it's a lot of beauty. It's a lot of beauty. You like things to look great, and you like things to look nice, and that goes with you. And Spirit is saying release. Release any negativity. Continue to release people that no longer serve you. Because in this new moon energy that's expanding for another week or so, there's going to be a lot of changes in your mind, and a lot of like, nope, this has to go. Enough is enough with this. You might be seeing feathers. Okay, so there's the word is simplicity, living a simple life. And I've said this, I think, to you before, but there might be a feather somewhere where you don't expect. And this is an ancestor, that's somebody from, trying to tell you that they're here, your spirit guides. So I've been drawn to just that. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so there is a miracle. There is something that's being gifted to you that is just going to make you put your hands up and say, this is a miracle. When this card comes out, it's like, it's shocking. It's like you've had those moments, because I remember when I was in the members lounge and I was saying, hey, can y'all share something positive or a little miracle, and it was like pulling teeth, right? But this is, you have to admit it. You have to admit it. When this happens, it's something that goes your way, something that could have gone left. It could have cost you a lot of money or something, but there's a miracle that's going to be gifted to you, and embrace new beginnings. Okay, so wait, okay, so that was that. So there's something that you're not going to believe it works out, but then it does. And Spirit is saying, continue to have patience. You had a battle with patience. You had a battle with patience, but look, right behind patience is so many blessings. I think something's gonna make you cry. Happiness. And look, I shuffle the deck, and Spirit is still saying, nope, it's gonna be a miracle. It's gonna take a miracle, and you feel like it's gonna take a miracle for something to work out, but it's here. It's here for you. Let me see something. Let me see what's going on with love, and um, just a little something here. It was hard to talk about positive things. Yeah, it's hard. But then after a while, when you see that, you have not been forsaken, you have not, in chat, this is for all of you, you have not been forgotten. Experiment. So, in love, Miss Erica, Divine Feminine, Empress. Experiment is coming out. do you remember what your Venus is? Uh, I don't know if you know that far in your chart, but experiment is coming out for love. Um, and and it made me smile, which means okay, Pisces. Oh, very dreamy. Oh dear Lord. So this is so perfect. It's very, you're gonna be very using your imagination type vibes. I think you're changing so much that you're willing to experiment with someone very, 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 very new. This is an energy that I'm getting. Like, like if you people that date someone new or outside their race or something. So this experiment, and also it could be sexual. Truth be told, it could be sexual, like trying new things. But I feel an energy of you literally venturing out on love, and you could find your soulmate. Because I've been looking at this card, and that's not even the deck that I picked, but it kept staring at me. So this is like trying something new, because someone was unstable. Okay, so we have let's see what is going on. Let me finalize this reading. Carly Love is next. Okay. Balance is being restored. Yeah, there was something. There's some relationships that were not stable. They're um, sloppy jalopies, right? And then there's balance and harmony. Birds are of significance too. Birds that try to get your attention, and then as soon as you see them, they bounce, they leave. So you having something with animals. There's something a lot of spiritual with you. Yeah, someone was unstable, and you don't have spark for someone anymore. You don't have spark. Don't lead them on. Don't give them hope to be with an empress. Their time with being with an empress, a divine feminine, is gone. There's no more spark. You're not interested. And they can't convince you, and someone's trying to. Children, it keeps coming out. Protect the children. Make decisions for the children. It's gonna be okay. It's always a battle to fight for the children, but and also to protect the children when it comes to love. Someone has a crush. Yeah, and family. So this is what's in your cards. It could be blended families. And someone wanted friends with benefits, and you're not for that. You're not for that. You were kind enough to friend zone them. I would ghost zone them. But you were, and I know this is your energy. It's almost like you were talking because you had to, or you felt like you had to. But you have a perfect match coming in. Someone that will give a ring, and marriage is here again. And yeah, because you have. By the way, there was someone that wanted to have a third party and wanted to be. There's an energy here, and this is going to sound wild, of someone that wanted to be in a polyamorous relationship, and someone was not with it. Like, dude, I'm not poly. Get the out of my face. I'm not going to have sister wives. Before I call a truce, I'll take him to hell with me. I'm not having no sister wives, you crazy mofo. And I'm channeling someone. Confirmation on that? Oh my heavenly Father. Because I didn't want to say it, and every time I don't want to say something, it's exactly your story. And that's why I said I'm gonna say it, even if it sounds wild and embarrassing or whatever. But yeah, so this is no, you are worth the ring. The ring, or you could pop that balloon on that loser. Hell no, on the other loser that'd be like, let me put you in a polyamorous thing, and you gonna have only seven. I only want 7 concubines. Well, I got 7 swords for all of y'all. Who wanna die first? The end. And someone, not only that person that wanted that, they're like there's an energy here of somebody LGBT XYZ elemental P. Okay. All right. I'm okay. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. This just got juicier than cherries. Confidence is your key to success. You're attracting them. You're killing them with confidence. Your confidence is through the roof, and you're killing them. Your energy is fantastic. Oh, nice job. Josh said nice job. Thank you. And you know what, Erica? It's nice to get a wow from you, because that means um, it's, it's your story, and that I was able to capture it from whoever's, your spirit guides are sending. Maybe you should say whatever you want to say. I have to, and that's why I started doing that, because there's a lot of wild things that come up in my mind that are given to me, but they're exactly people's stories. Like, you know, there's people that I read here. Um, that want to experiment with the LGBT community, like they might be bi or whatever, and not in Erica's story that I just mentioned that, but there was someone that I read earlier, and there's nothing wrong with that. You get me? So thank you. Wow, people are really, yeah. Hold your vision. Continue your what you said. I said what I said. Hold your vision and your goal. It's whatever you want. I want this type of relationship. I don't want no goddamn sister wives. Or I don't want whatever, or this is the type of money that I want to make. A win-win outcome, because you've been fighting and you've been hanging in there. You're this part. I'm not gonna go so deep into it, but I'm gonna just say you've been such a soldier. This part could literally make me cry. So I don't want to tap into all those feelings. Just know the title of the shorts that I did is called For Aquarius, and Erica's an Aquarius. Yeah, for the new people. You've endured so much. It's literally titled at the perfect time. You endure so much that you're gonna have a win-win outcome. Your readings are through the roof. Luck is on your side, Sagittarius energy. And if this was a personal reading, I would look into time for healing, of course. Who's coming in? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So meet the universe halfway. Um, Continue to put in the work. Don't just manifest and chill. Like Netflix and chill. Don't just manifest. You and your loved ones are safe. So Spirit is going to protect you from all the decisions that you make with love. This is going to be, she's going to get watery eyes. The decisions that you're going to make with love are being protected. Your children are being protected. You're being guided to the person that's going to be kind-hearted. And you're being drawn away from this person that can destroy your entire family, and the relationship that you may have with kids or whatever, but you're being pushed to the right person. Just continue to double down, and don't and block the people that are not resonating with you, because you're almost there. You're, to the right person. um Let me see something. So that was your reading. Extremely powerful. I just feel like love is really near. Something about the summer. Something about the summer. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so that was your reading. It was heavy on love, but also check out, the other stuff, because I don't want to make it too long. Um, Spirit is saying you may be an influencer too. Okay, you could a speaker, healer. We are all healers, and that's why I attract people that are healers. Okay, so Erica, that was fantastic, and I'm glad that was, that you confirmed that, because I was like, this is just a crazy story. But I respectfully, I forgot to put the respectfully. I'm like, somebody wants something that is not natural for you, that it doesn't feel right, and you don't have to do it. My spirit says whether it's spicy or not. Yeah, whenever I say spirit says, yeah, it's something, because it's not my feeling. I didn't think about this all day. So it's like all of a sudden I'm like, hey, somebody, I literally felt like it happened to me. That's a psychic impression where I feel like it's happening to me. So I heard the voice of someone saying, trying to, sweet talk you into some nonsense, and I'm like, yo, before I call the truth, I'll take him to hell with me, and we all dying here, or something. It's like, it went against your soul, and So I felt it. I felt it all, and I was like, bring me to this guy so I can punch him, like, do whatever, respectfully, because it's like, I already told you no, and they don't. They think they can convince an empress. Okay, so Carly, very good. Happy place. Thank you. Carly, wait, let me see what the friends are saying. For sure. And that's for everybody and anybody that's listening. All these messages can fit to any situation that you could be struggling with. Um, Thank you. And she's grateful, appreciative, gratitude, gratitude, saying thank you, spirit. And remember what I said. When you feel scared, say thank you. When you just say thank you that I'm okay, just and keep your affirmations. Keep affirmations. I send affirmations when people place orders also, but we can say some affirmations. I might do okay, let me write that down. Affirmations, because you should have a go-to. You can even research some online. Go-to affirmations, especially like protection, when you fear or when you're scared or when you want to give up. Those are powerful. Confirmation. What that engine sounds crazy. The person needs to hear it. Yeah, the person needs to hear it. And don't give up. And also, you've endured so much, so that title went with you. Powerful. Doing that lately. Yes. Okay, so very good. Carly. Oh, she's here. Okay, so all right, great. So we did the members that are here. Zebra girl, I don't know if she no, she wasn't here. Carly Love. Okay, so what is your question? And what is your question? Or as we are all in this together, any positive things is for all of us. Yeah, and a lot of us have been in a situation that is being talked about now, but we're still healing from it. You know what I'm saying? So even if a situation is like, oh no, I'm not with the person, but I'm still healing, or going through the post traumatic stress or whatever. So love reading. Okay, love reading. Let's see what the love situation is going on. What in the love is going on? Let's see what we have for Carly Love. And this is subscriber only, so thank you for being subscribed. Message. Don't be afraid to reach out. So don't be afraid to reach out. Recent single. You're Scorpio. You're Scorpio. Okay. Don't be afraid to reach out. There's chemistry between someone, you and someone. But and my throat chakra, hmm, is being challenged. Recently single. Message. Message me. I'm looking at that differently. Hold on, unavailable. Someone was unavailable, so it's super like this is online dating stuff and laughter. Nearly someone that makes you laugh. Scorpio. Okay, someone that laughter is important. Laughter is healing, by the way. There's no spark. I'm gonna put that with okay, so these three cards. Someone was a serious no-no. So things happen for a reason. The recently, when people, when there's a breakup and someone leaves, let's say the your partner left, and I have a shorts called I don't know what I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like someone you were rescued by the universe or something like that. When someone leaves, their separation is your protection. When someone leaves, it's not casual. It's not that they left or they broke. Oh, this guy broke up with me. No, 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 no. That's the universe intervening. And you know why people keep breaking up and making up, breaking up? Because the universe keeps showing you drastic things that makes you break up with them. And then it's like coming back and they try to convince you again, but you can't unsee what you have seen. So this person was extraction mission. That's what it's called, my shorts. Extraction. Someone was extracted for your protection. Yeah, there may be hurt feelings right now, confusion, but it's not for long. You have love in your energy. You're supposed to be with someone, and this was in the other day. The okay, yeah, someone was unstable, mixed signals, and wow, and obsessed. So there was this is an energy of like taking a controlling person, and you and very immature controlling person, and you had to set boundaries. This is immaturity. This is like somebody that was trying to and the reason why I'm explaining someone from the past is so that you don't go back to those type of feelings. This is like an alpha male type of energy of someone that wanted to be big and bad, but they were not a real. man or woman. You get what I'm saying? They were not the man or the woman, but they were immature, but want to just have a big mouth or just want to, say stuff or argue, right? But yeah, this is a thing of the past. This is the thing of the past. So that definitely has to go. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something. Yeah, this it's like they they didn't have what it took to be a grown man or a grown person. Okay, so this is coming out. They were okay. The reason why this didn't work out is because they had a third party. There's another energy. Oh, there was a definitely there's another person. There was another person. So spirit is saying, make sure that you learn from this. You're being gifted. Watch this. With this extraction that they took this person out of your life, you're being gifted something new. Someone new. Someone new. This is a commitment. This type of love comes with a ring, and there's chemistry. And it looks like there was not that much chemistry with you and this person. And if there was some type of attraction, it might have been like just like lust, because there's something new here. There's something new, and money is on the horizon. Sudden wealth is also coming out for you. But let me just see something. Yep. Okay, we're gonna go here because I already know what this is. It's like wasting time with someone that took advantage and was betraying the whole time. Okay, so make the effort and worth waiting for. So Spirit is saying the right person is worth waiting for. When someone is extracted, then the universe puts you in isolation. So you can gain back, stand back in your power, and be back in alignment with your assignment. Your assignment is to be abundant. Your assignment is to heal. And when you waste so much time on someone, you just forget to like, oh, I gotta get my nails, or I gotta rest, or I gotta get a massage. You need to go back to self-love. And the universe reminded you of all the time that you wasted on them that you need to put to yourself. You have to be respectfully selfish, which means going back, because this is giving me very time wasting time. And now you're regrouping. When you're in isolation, you're like, wait a minute, look at all the stuff I gotta do that I neglected. That's a thought that I'm getting. You neglected a lot because of this person that was obsessive and compulsive and just unrequited, no love. There was no love, and now you gotta love yourself. And look, we're underneath of no love. You're gonna thank the universe so badly. You're gonna be like, where do I send this thank you card to? Because this is a person that has zero love, and that's why there was no sparkle. They weren't being like so affectionate. They were just being aggressive and argumentative because they were trying to use that as a way out, because the universe already did that on purpose. Oh, we're gonna make this guy argue because that's what he's good at, so that he can leave. And right underneath that, if you believe and you trust, make the effort. And look, this is worth waiting for. There is new love, and it's worth waiting for. That means that when the universe thinks you're ready, you're going through attachments right now because this was recent, so you got to purge out that attachment with spiritual baths or sage or palo santo or incense burning every morning or in the evening or something, so that you can purge. There was some family issues related, or there's some family issues stuff going on, and spirit is saying very soon, because this is so new. Look, you have to decide that you want new. You have to say it. You have to say it. You have to write it down. You have to say it, because there's an energy of confusion, because this is just a recent breakup. So there's an energy of like, I don't know, it could have worked out. Can we work it out? And all those crazy thoughts are coming through your head. So spirit is saying, not only is there chemistry with new love, but there is a gift of a partner. And it's gonna be, it feels like an online message. Okay, it's online, or it starts online. And yeah, a heart-to-heart conversation. So there's a heart-to-heart conversation and ending, and look, the separation, so that you can see the red flags. Okay, so that's what's happening. And let's end with, let me just end with these, and then next person is Tammy. Okay, so let's just, I don't even know what's the time. Okay, yeah, so Let's just end with this. Yeah, that separation was your protection. Communicate. You're gonna receive and express the truth. This heart-to-heart conversation, you may have one more conversation with this person or whoever. You're about to tell the truth. You're gonna say what it is and not how it might be, and you're probably gonna be surprised because this meeting right here, this reading, is gonna spark some type of little strength that you don't think you had, and you're gonna say exactly what it is. You're gonna set boundaries because the boundary cards came out. Even if after you set boundaries, you might cry or just might be like, oh my God, I can't believe this ending happened. And Spirit is saying, do not deny, do not be in denial. Something is not going to work no matter how much they sweet talk you, because you know and you can't unknow. So now you have wisdom because you've seen their true colors. So you can't let, good smelling cologne or a nice, quiet storm voice calling you at night, have you in moments of weakness, because now the universe is going to show you peace. And by the way, he was a twin flame. That person was a twin flame. So twin flame, if you look at my videos on twin flame, my shorts, explains a twin flame. Powerful connection, powerful attraction, but it was only a mirror to show you the work that you need to change. Spirit is going to give you the strength to continue and manifest, and balance is going to be restored. You're going to start seeing 333s. And balance is going to be restored. So there's something new. That is your reading. This guy on dating apps. I see the dating app stuff here. I got that. I got that. So it's all good. There's somebody that could be the one, and you could find them anywhere, but I feel like it's online. Sometimes I do these readings, and it's like, oh, you're going to an event. This is gonna be somebody, but this feels like online stuff, or in a community, or it could be in a chat like this. So it could be in anything. Hold on one second. Make sure we are connected. Hold on. Gotta make sure we're connected. Because okay. All right. Wow, my battery. That's not good. All right, let's see who's next. Tammy. This is pretty much my neighbor. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I feel him reaching out soon. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and that's why I was like, moments of weakness. Moments of weakness. Don't be fooled by the moments of weakness. You're gonna have the strength, because the strength card is coming out. So you're gonna have the strength. Oh dear Lord, I see a paragraph. I see a paragraph. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. You're not good. You're gonna be, and that's why I said you're probably gonna be surprised at the strength that you do have. You're gonna be in shock. It's almost like you're strong, and then you go into the fetal position, like crying or just whatever. But you're gonna be surprised by the strength you have, because it's gonna keep getting worse, and you can't keep hurting yourself or allowing somebody to hurt you. And I said hurting yourself. Hurting yourself means you allow somebody to hurt you. That's hurting you. That's self-inflicted pain. And it gotta stop. It gotta stop, because this person is not truthful, and it's a liar, and it's coming out as all kinds of negative stuff. This person's coming out as all kinds of negative stuff, and it's like you're helping him hurt you. Let me say that again. Do not help him hurt you. It's like, here, let me help you torture me. I don't want that T-shirt. Yes, I don't want that T-shirt. Very kind of love. Wishing this whole creator. Creator feel about me, holy good Father of heaven and earth. No, I'm flawed. Oh wow, that's interesting. Hold on one second. One quick second. That's an interesting question. Everything's flying away. Okay, that's an interesting question. Let me just take myself to you, like hurting yourself. Okay, so that was your reading. That was for you, Carly. Love. Look, watch this. This is a bar. Carly, love yourself. That's your name. Carly, love yourself. Let me do you like her? Yeah, because I was that just came to my mind. Spirit just gives me stuff, and it's like, and I say it like, because that was the situation I was feeling. Like, it's like, and that was like the last thing I said too. It's like, you love hurting yourself? No, you don't. Self-inflicted pain. Good. Okay, so that was your reading. We got your energy. Okay. Um. All right. So, uh, Tammy, I got your question. I got you. That's an interesting question. Okay. Let me see. That's an interesting question. Yeah, I get it. Like a lot of us, like that movie Sinners just came out, you know? That movie Sinners. We are all sinners. Okay. It's interesting. Okay. Okay. That was a nice answer. You ready, Tammy? Oh my gosh. Let me see. It's coming through. Okay, sorry to be so serious, but this is what we are here for. Yeah, serious. Yeah. Uh, we could, yeah, we're here for very, these are all serious matters, but we have fun and we smile through it and we fellowship, you know, and it's okay to let go and release some tension in these lives, you know. Um, the best way. Okay, all right, so let's get the party started. Okay, okay, so okay, so the first message from spirit, from God, from the divine, higher power, is continue to escape, to validate your past. We're gonna talk about the escaping material. Validate your past. So with this validation of your past is the mistakes that you have made before. The number one thing you got to start with is forgiving yourself. Okay, so you got to start with forgiving yourself. Validate your past means like, yes, all this ish happened to me. Yes, I've done bad things. Yes, I've done whatever. Yes, I've made mistakes. He who is free of sin cast the first stone. None of us, right? So the first thing is the 1v1 battle, that the shorts that I have, 1v battle, 1v1, one versus one. The biggest battle you're going to have is within yourself. Number one, you self-love. So, you know, spirit directs the love towards yourself, forgiving yourself to validate your past. Whatever happened, you have an opportunity to have a new day. Every single day is a gift. You opening your eyes is a gift. So it's a gift and an opportunity of forgiveness. And if you like into the Bible and things like that, not to be biblical or anything like that, but even at the cross, you know, we were celebrating Easter not too long ago. There was someone, the story of, you know, Jesus, and at the cross there was someone that in the last minute, actually they were there because they knew they were sinners. They're like, we were thieves, we did this, we supposed to be crucified, but what is this guy doing here, right? What is this guy doing here? So even in that last minute, he forgave himself and was looking for forgiveness. He was like, hey, you know, I believe, and I'm sorry about what I've done. You get me? So I'm sorry about what I've done. So the same thing is this card. Validate your past. Every single day is a gift. So Spirit is saying every single day you could forgive yourself 100 times, and you could mess up and forgive yourself, could pick yourself back up, and don't be so. Look, obsession is coming out. Like, don't be falling into the pattern of worrying about, you being hard on yourself is what I want to say, and I gotta say it. You being hard, like, oh, this and that. Am I going to the promised land? Yes, if you believe and you constantly just continue to never give up. Because even like I said, that one of the guys that was being crucified was like, I'm sorry. I know I belong here. You know what I mean? But I am sorry. And so, kindness is coming out. Kindness came out, and the kindness is with yourself. The kindness is with yourself, respectfully. Now, this other message might have something to do with things. Escape materialism. So, Spirit is saying, don't value your worth, or your quality of life. This goes with quality of life, but it also goes with your mind. Materialism, I'm seeing this very powerfully as a different type of message. Like, don't value your worth in how much good you have done, because, or how much you owe, right? The materialism is like, I have 10,000 Louis Vuitton purses, I have a good quality of life. No, there's somebody that lives in a hut or a teepee with a family. They have a great love. They're rich in abundance of love, abundance of peace, abundance of happiness. So, this goes with this. There's a thought of, let go, surrender, be fluid like water, right? And the Bible talks about that too. Be fluid like water. So continue to be kind. And Spirit is saying you are kind-hearted, and it almost feels like with this energy, can't find a job. No, that's definitely no, nope. So this card is for you. This card is for you. Way too hard on yourself, way too hard. And Spirit is saying be like water. Be like water, meaning like go with the flow. You can't find a job. You don't have what you owe. Like, and I think I know what this is. Now I know what this is. By this, I'm channeling you now. By this age that I have right now, I should have X, Y, and Z. And look at me. What do I have to show for it, right? And then that loses the value of your life. First of all, you wake up, you make a difference. And this is coming out because Spirit is saying the way you are kind to others, this is not my messages. This is what I have to feel like I have to say. Take it, put it in your pocket. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit, right? But it feels, this is an energy of, you're such a beautiful person with so many people, and you help people, you're kind, you bless them, you say wonderful things. Turn that to yourself. Turn that to yourself so that you can thrive, because you're going to be thriving. So you didn't find a job yet, you pray, you have faith, and you continue to give yourself grace. So remember these words: kindness, validate your past, and give yourself grace. Because look, nurture yourself. I'm pulling from another deck. You need to nurture yourself and balance, so that, and your chakras. This is a crown chakra energy. A lot of this is worrying and almost like, yeah, let me see. I'm going to pull some of these cards, but I don't really have to. This is like being concerned and worry about things that have not been successful. But you're here. You're looking for help. You're on the right path. You're on a spiritual path. So the answers will be meditate also. Meditate and sound baths are very helpful to balance your chakras. Because your chakras, I don't need to, let's do this just because, people like to see it. People like to see it. You got to give yourself grace and balance your chakras. This is a lot of crown chakra energy activation, and also a lot of heart chakra, which is disappointments and not forgiving yourself. There's a lot of purging. Let's see, door to happiness is going to be opening to you. This message came right on time, and you're going to rethink. With this moon, it's going to knock out all those negative thoughts, and you're going to be back to manifesting. And once you think, look, money is knocking on the door. There's money coming in. And you are going to manifest, but go with the flow. You see how his hands are open like that? That means surrender. Surrender to God. If you didn't find a job, that those are not the jobs for you. Happy families here, and patience, right? And but continue to do the work. Never give up on the work. Meaning, like, you didn't find a job, then apply to 10 other jobs. Manifesting. Why is job? This is turning kind of, yeah. Healing. Healing is yourself. Healing is yourself. Let me see. Yeah, total anxiety. Um, okay, yeah, okay. I didn't really need that, but let me wrap up this reading. Okay, look, I just picked up this deck. Watch this. Look at this. The power of empathy. You have to be empathetic with yourself. You have to be empathetic with yourself. Be tender with yourself. You see how this person is holding this heart very gently because it's saying the same thing, kindness, be a user. No, so you have to center your chakras. It's definitely chakras, and also continue to be grateful. This is gonna be. I'm gonna end this with this, and this is gonna be a powerful message. And practice patience is coming out definitely for you. This is the way you manifest. The way you manifest change is you say that you have it. You say, I have a job. I have everything I need to bring in abundance and bring job, because the money's here. The money's coming in and everything's coming in. And then you can write it down, but you also have to think positive with that mindset of like, I am a sinner. I'm this and that. And it's like that Kendrick Lamar song, who's probably gonna sin again, and ask for forgiveness, and ask for forgiveness from yourself. So you got to forgive yourself, and I'm directing that back. And you have to say thank you. You want to know something? Yes, you say thank you to God and the universe. You have to thank yourself. You have to thank yourself. Think back or write down all the things you've endured. Like, hey, I survived. I provided food for myself. I did this. I've accomplished this. You could get right back to it. And the type of accomplishments that are coming your way is bigger than even what you've done. But don't get set in those negative. That's evil, and that's like devil kind of energy, toxic energy. And that's why people sage and incense and do these type of things, and early morning and sound baths. But you have to learn to be grateful. So maybe you might have to write it down, and write down, like, look at the things that I've accomplished, or the things that I've survived, or the things that I have done. You got to look within yourself, that's shadow work, and appreciate the stuff. And remember, you could get back to it. We can, it's like the $6 million man that got beat up and all messed up, got all broken bones and everything. And I'm going to say the same phrase that they've heard me say before: gentlemen, we can rebuild them. Right? So I'm saying the same thing. If there's no job, there's going to be an even bigger job. There's going to be, but you have to forgive yourself, and continue to practice patience is what the message is from the divine. And God forgave sinners and thieves. He certainly, no matter what, God forgives everybody. The universe forgives people that are truly sorry and have good intentions. God forgives gangsters too. That's like that, So and people on death row, and travel and close-minded. So you have to open your mind, and expand. And you will have financial freedom. But financial freedom is in the resistance because of the negative thoughts and the low vibration energy. So you have to, maybe you can read, if you believe in the Bible, you can read uplifting things and faithful things. You can look up on Google what are the Bible verses on faith and having faith. And when you look that up, make those your affirmations that you say every time you wake up in the morning. Wake up with positivity, and wake up with and go to sleep with positivity. Even if you don't quite believe it, even if your mind is fighting you, read the affirmations at night and say, I am powerful, God got me, this and that. So look for the affirmations and say it again. So you got to reprogram your mind. Joe Dispenza, I'm going to recommend Joe Dispenza. He is an author that my members know that I talk about. The power of the mind. Change your mind and change your entire life. Okay, so Joe Dispenza. Is, if you could Google him, he has a lot of shorts and stuff that you could listen to even, but Yeah, there's a lot of books. My chat knows, like my members know that we talked about him. So that's your reading, and many blessings, and believe that you are worth it. Believe that was a powerful message for whoever needs it. Okay, let's see what the chat. Oh, people are supporting you. You got a community here. Everybody, look at the kindness, and you were meant to be here tonight because you need to hear the people are elevating you. We're elevating you, so elevate yourself. Continue to elevate. You need to tell me. That's not good. I'm in spiritual jail. Um, yeah, but I'm saying something different. I'm saying you could free you could give yourself you are free. You have to believe that you are free, because I don't want to manifest that. So I'm gonna say something different. I'm gonna say that you are free, because I want to say positive affirmations to change your mind. The whole point of this is changing your mind so that you could change your life. So I'm gonna say you're free. You just gotta believe it. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna be different. All right, so let's see. Many blessings. Only God is claiming, manifesting. You already have it, right? Rebuke it. Yes. Thank you, Tiara. Absolutely. The power is within you. Trust your silence and your talents. Yeah, you may need a personal reading, or you may need to continue researching like what your gift is, what your purpose, and do something creative. Have something that you like to do. Join a community, and maybe a free community online that meets on a certain day to do something creative, whether it's knitting, whether it's fashion, whether it's cooking, whether because that, an idle mind is a devil's playground as well. um, all right, the community got you. They got you. Okay, let's see. Okay, Josh, you're next. Josh is next. Josh is next. This is your second reading with us, Josh. Many blessings, and you're gonna be successful, Tammy. We're gonna say that you are, and the universe is proud of you, and proud of what you have become, and what your infinite possibilities will be. So nobody is gonna be disappointed with you in this chat. We don't do that. Yeah. So you came here for the right time and the right reason. So it's all good. Okay, so Josh was here. Look at this. These people, they're so W chat. Like, and this is like a smaller community, and not, and it's fine because we wanted, they like the intimate, like people go in and out of the chat, and it's like, and it's fine, because this is different than, I love the music and the stuff like that, but this is also, and that's another thing. I like to center myself with music, going to concerts, stuff like that. um, Things that you like. Find things that you like to do, and they don't always have to cost. All right, let's see. Let's see, you guys. You're awesome. Wow, that's nice. That's that is nice. Wow. Oh wow, Erica, that's nice. Yeah, thank you for being. Let me tell you, Joshua, with the way you like to support, all the content creators and stuff like that, and you just be everywhere. It's shocking to me, your management, I guess, or your time, your availability, um, you know. But it's good that you make time for a lot of different things, um, and what's important. A lot of people, there's not that many spiritual lives that are working on yourself. Like, music content creation is wonderful. I love it, but it's like it's time in this chat and in my channel. It's like, let's work out what our problems are so we can succeed and we could manifest wealth, unlimited wealth, and be enjoying life for real, with the happiness and letting go of the past bullish, and all this stuff. Okay, so Josh, what is your question? Or do you want, you could ask a question, or you could say that you want whatever comes out, whatever spirit messages are. Matter of fact, yeah, so you could ask a question, or you can say, and I don't think the last person is here, and then we're done for the day. We're done. And thank you for, the people that are here, the background uh, watchers, and I don't want to say, it's been peaceful and stuff, because then it's like, a subscriber might start acting crazy. Oh, wait, is Joshua? Did he? Did he? Where's Joshua? Wow, three major arcanas. Wow, major arcanas. Hmm. Wow. Wow. Love connections. Love connections. You never know. Okay, he has something. Oh my God. Wait till. Wait. Okay, so it's not, okay. He has something here. Hmm. Okay, it's difficult to ask, but is there anything I need to do more? Or is my situation time related? Okay. All right. No, I got you. I already have cards for you, believe it or not. I got you. I got you. I can read your energy. I can, I feel like I can read your energy. I read people's energies. Yeah. And it's because a lot of people ask me, like, how can you read my energy if I don't even have a picture, Most of the people I read tonight don't have pictures. So, and I was telling stories that are kind of detailed. Um, okay. Schedule. Okay. Okay. And I already knew this. This is gonna be good. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I have to pick up this deck too. This deck. I didn't use this one tonight, but I'm being drawn. I'm putting together a story for you. I'm putting together a situation. Did you like your first reading? You came back for some more. So I think you did. Um. Okay. Okay. Okay, Josh, are you okay? You here? Okay, yeah, you're here. I keep asking that. Don't mind me, because I'm like, I just want to make sure before I start saying all this stuff. Okay, all right, okay, got it. All right. So, where do I start? Well, the first thing is you have the gift of gab. I don't know if you are an author or you're a writer. There's something Spirit is saying that you're good with with writing, um, with uh, there's something with words, and it almost feels like working. So okay, the reason why I'm saying that work from home came out for you, and also there's a job offer. That it looks like okay. I'm gonna just say it looks like, let's say there's a job that ended or a job that's ending, or there's like, let's say you're not working and you're like, what's going on, right? Because this is the energy that I'm getting, or a job that ended, or a job that has to end, or whatever. There's an energy here of you looking for, there's a new job opportunity coming your way. Okay, so there's a new job offer. I don't think this is going to surprise you, because there's a lot of money coming your way. There's a lot of money coming your way. I used two different decks and I didn't need to, but there's unexpected income and loan approved. So this might be relevant to whatever you're asking. um, Loan approve, it's like try again. If something didn't work, or whatever, do a different strategy and continue. You will have enough money to pay your bills. But here's the thing, curve your spending. Spirit is saying, of course. Now, this retire and resign, you're at a, you want to retire yourself, and the way I'm getting this, it's almost like you're you're doing what I did. You're doing what I did. So I'm feeling. I feel like that's why I'm connecting with you with the fact that you have a decision, or you had a decision to make, to either stay home or what type of income. It's almost like when you're dissatisfied with regular jobs or other jobs or whatever, and you're just like, how can I make my own job? Well, I'm here to tell you that you can create your own, you know, channel or your own business, because you can control the narrative. But if anything, there is a job. It feels like you're gonna have there's a job offer, so you have to make a decision: either keep the job offer and work from home, or do one or the other, but make it practical, because sometimes you need a job just to support your business, or you could do simultaneously. Okay, so there is three major arcanas that came out for you. There is a new job offer. This is going to be wealth, money, abundant, more than enough to pay your bills, more than you see. There's also new love. There's love here. There's love here. There's a new passionate beginning, and there's a reason why I'm laughing. There's love here. There's new passion. You got three major arcanas. These are three major arcanas. Aces are the highest in the tarot deck. Um, you're holding on. This is penny pinching energy. It's almost like budgeting and holding on, and it's like money, money, like. And so you may not see all this abundance coming right now. Things, let me see, it's less a job and more a mission, but what you're saying makes complete sense. Yes, so there's a major decision here. To You can retire yourself, you can make abundance yourself from home. There's work from home jobs, but there's also, I feel like, the work that you're supposed to be doing, and I don't know what your life path number is. You can look that up online. um, but I feel like you're supposed to be a healer with your voice and your speech and the way you speak or the way you write. And I feel like an author or writer or something. There's something that you can do. Whether, let's say, you create tarot decks, or you create inspirational affirmation, and you have an idea. Spirit is saying go with the idea, because there's the Wheel of Fortune on top of all these three. These are major arcanas. There's so many things that could have came out that were bad, but this is like the Wheel of Fortune. So there is like an unlocking of abundance. Wait, what is it? Gemini. Oh, okay, yeah. Check out the shorts, the readings that I did, and the one before also. Check out the one before. I did I did a shorts this week and one last week. Check both of them, because there is, and there's no competition, because what you do is gonna be, you're so unique and you're so good at words, and I keep saying words, but you feel unmotivated, and spirit is saying what else you need to do is create a routine, create a schedule. And it's so ironic, because I said I'm shocked that you have time. And so I'm about to say something very deep, and okay, I have to be frugal right now. Yes, you're penny pinching. I see that. You're holding on to abundance. I see that. Check it out. I'm about to say this is respectfully, okay? I'm about to say something, because I know what this is. I know exactly, and there's a decision to walk away. By the way, this is finances. There's a decision with money to walk away from a job so that you can actually do what you're supposed to be doing, and the money's gonna come, and it's gonna be as shocking as you see other people making money. You see other people making money. I'm supposed to say that one more time. You see other people making money, and you're like, how are these people doing it? What the hell? And that's gonna be you. But you have to be doing your purpose. Voice of reason for many. Communication is my forte. Yes, your words are very powerful. You have the gift of gab, and it's so crazy, because let's say you open up a channel. It's like you could collaborate with me, with someone else, or other people, and I see that, or public speaking or writing something with words. Now here's a problem. So spirit is saying you may feel unmotivated because time. I said that I'm like, wow, you're everywhere. But Spirit wants you, there's something that He wants you to do. She, Spirit, whoever, wants you to do, and it's your time. With your time, there's some more information or learning and research that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing and working towards this money. This money's supposed to be meeting you, but there's something more that you need to research. There's some information that you're missing, the last piece of the puzzle before this breakthrough. You're about to be in a breakthrough. This is a and that's the new moon reading. Your life is about to change completely. Your life is about to change, but you have to leave a way of making money behind and do something that's kind of scary and new, something you've never tried before, and it's gonna be so abundant. But right now you're kind of stuck, and Spirit is saying use your time wisely. So take your time, and it might take you away from certain things. Budget your time, dedicate your time to researching or finding out a little bit more, to how to kind of speed something up. Let me see something, and then yeah, that's pretty much what I have in, hold on, and love. Let me see something. Yeah, so, and Spirit is saying that if you're in alignment and you're doing all the work, then surrender and be patient because it's coming. Um, there's a realization today. And when you let go, so look, surrender. And today, we opened up your mind, or there's some breakthrough in your mind, or maybe this reading. So Spirit is saying surrender, do the work, manage your time, something about your schedule, that maybe watch wealth or inspirational, or something about an idea that you want to do. Let's say you want to be a writer or an author or a creator of children's book or whatever you want to do. Spirit is saying you have to be reading or looking at how to do it, or how to get it published, or learning about it, so that you can fit the piece of the puzzle that's missing. Because this money makes no damn sense how much money is here. Not that many people get this type of combination. You put in the work, but there's something that you're missing. Like you're missing like some more information and research. Because sometimes work and become a rabbit hole that leads to exhaustion. And that's the thing. You see this? Because maybe you didn't understand. Right here, Spirit is saying that you have to walk away from the hamster wheel. Respectfully, you have to walk away. The jobs are just going to be jobbing and just keeping you there. And it's like at these jobs, you're working hard as heck for somebody else and to make somebody else rich. When you start your own business, I'm here to tell you, all of them could tell you, Koala could tell you that it's hard work. But guess what? You're working for yourself, and you see it paying off in real time with people that are becoming successful. So there's a walking away decision that you have to do. That's one thing Spirit is saying. And also motivate yourself to do some research on how to do what it is that your gift is, because you have a powerful gift that is an influencer, and could change, and people need you and need your advice, or your, if you're like therapy or something. So, but you also have to make it practical. Let's say you do need money, and it's okay to have a job, but also develop your business or your whatever, because this feels like, um, yeah, it's you having to work for yourself. And and you can also make it a time management. If you work from home and you have a work from home, but then the job that you're doing for yourself is also researching online, so you could just stay home and research if that's your cup of tea. Some people need to go out and be out in the work field and stuff. So but work from home is in your energy. So and also leaving a job, retiring and resigning. So Spirit is saying those two things. There's some information, some research you have to read on it, or something that you need to know how to do to get to that job. Okay, so, and let me finalize, and then Tiara, if she's still here, and yeah, Tiara, you're next. Let me see. Let me finalize this. Hold on, cause yeah, let me finalize this. Yeah, and you can get paid for your advice. Okay, Tiara, perfect. Everybody was in attendance today, or came back, or did something and multitask. So the voice of reasoning, yeah. Um, okay, so so I pulled a few more cards to finish your reading, Josh, and deception and fear. So this deception, I feel like it's almost oh, somebody might be apologetic, but I feel like you may not believe, or a fear might be coming in the way of a lot of these things. So don't expect the worst. Don't be afraid of failure, and don't be afraid of success, is what Spirit is saying. Don't waste time on negative thoughts, okay? So don't be afraid of failure, and don't be afraid of success. Don't be afraid of success. You have success, but you fear it. Okay, so that's you. That's your reading. You have success. It's almost like all you got to do is perhaps turn the camera on or something. There's something that you have a lot of success with. Release doubts, release negativity, release doubts. And it's a decision. the need to gain clarity through a decision making. You have to take a leap of faith. If the usual is not working, the usual jobs are not working, you got to dare to try something new. I know what this is. Spread your wings. Spread, yeah, think bigger. Think bigger. That's another thing. Don't, like, let's say you want to make 1,000 a week. How about 1,000 a day? How about 1,000 an hour? So Spirit's saying you need to think bigger. And someone's apologetic. That's a side mission, but I don't want to make this too long. But somebody seems to be apologetic. Um, uh, yeah, somebody seems to be apologetic. Yeah. All right. So Tiara, whatever comes out. Yeah, someone seems to be apologetic. Let me just see. Um. By the way, Josh, there might be some situation with love about a friend zone or something like that to the effect. If something is not was not meant to be because somebody was not being real, you have love coming in. Okay, because it's something was not meant to be. That's a side thing. But fearful of around. I have to take babies that want to scare, not scare and move away. Oh, the position where I take baby says in order. Don't worry so much about. Now, here's the thing: become a mystery. Don't let people know your plans. Don't let people know your plans. Don't let every family member or most like. Do not become a mystery. That's real G's move in silence. That's how you're gonna find success. Because other people will get in your head and say this and talk you out of doing stuff and because I see the fear. I see the fear. So do not listen to certain people. There's certain people that that are um not for your higher good and your energy. And there's someone that's kind of um negative energy. I just want to say that. It has something to do with friend zoning, whoever that was, it's like walk away and walk away in general. And I think, this might be also something about walking away from something negative or someone. It's going to bring you money. It's going to bring you clarity on what to do next. And meditate for answers. Meditate for more clarity. But that's your reading, because if not, it's going to turn into a whole personal reading. Okay, so Tiara, let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much, Josh. And don't forget to hit the like button. And yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Playing chess every day with all these people around me. Yeah, and let me tell you something. I want to just say this for the chat or for anyone. I don't know what the chat is doing. What y'all doing? Um, but I want to say this: negative people and not decluttering people, not getting rid of negativity, will stop your abundance. There's money literally. There's so much money coming your way, and I feel like the negativity has to be gone. You have to cut away. You got to do your part because you'll never see this money. As above, so below. It's given to you from the divine, but if you don't meet it halfway and bring it into your reality, you'll never see a dime of what we just said. And then you got me looking silly out here pulling all these money cards, and it's like, man, I'm broke. Nothing happened. What is our job? First of all, you have to be intentional and say, this is what I want, and double down on what you want. Then you got to cut people off that don't serve your higher good, because all that negativity and negative energy, what do? They're vampires. They're energy vampires. They're taking you away from negativity. And it could be on social media too. So you got to balance that out. You got to walk away from certain people or certain, like, even if you're like online or whatever, there's certain people that are not worth your time, because during that time you could be doing something else, and they just saying negative or doing negative things. So you have to declutter. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so Tiara, Gemini, this is okay. Hold on. Okay, let me. Okay, so Tiara, let's see. You're funny, Josh. Okay. All right. So, you know what's funny, Tiara? Your story, his story was blending in with your story because there's something similar. And that's why you said yes. And I'm gonna explain what just happened. I was finishing saying some finishing thoughts for Josh. And then It was speaking to you too, because this fell out. As I was saying this, look what fell out. You saw that chunk that fell out. If not, you could rewind to death. Released out, watch this, fell out, and avoid toxic people. So the order of the people were perfect today. The order of the people. You needed to hear Josh's story to hear your story, which is similar. Released out and take away the toxic people, because there's people that are gonna yin yang you and talk you to death, and they're not talking about anything. They're just gonna be energy vampires and taking away from your positivity and taking away from your ideas. And as soon as you see that and you see the beauty in your journey, see the beauty in your journey, see the beauty in everything you've endured. Learn to find happiness everywhere. Learn to be appreciative of the world. Find beauty within. Find beauty within. Let's say you have a simple apartment and it's not. Find beauty within that apartment. Just be like, look, I got my little. This is my little sweet home, sweet home. You know what I mean? This is what I got. It's cute. This is a cute thing. Be grateful. Um, Thank you, Foxy. I really do appreciate your true kindness. I haven't felt it in almost 3 years. I've secretly adopted you as an auntie. Oh, thank you, thank you. So see the beauty. So learn to appreciate and see the beauty in a lot of things that have happened in your life, or just like your journey. And as soon as you avoid toxic people, because I'm telling you, I don't know, it's just it's a mystery. Toxic people have a, I can see aura. This is trippy. Like I can see some aura. Aura means like everybody has color. There's people that can see aura. So I can see like people. Sometimes people, like there's some great people that look like they have a light. Literally, people that can see aura, they can see light, or like the emanating and just coming through from someone, right? And when somebody has like a bad energy, it's like a grayish, gloomy looking right behind them. When this whole their whole profile, their whole face, it looks gloomy to the us that can see aura, right? So that negativity, it clashes and it steals away from your good aura. It clouds it up, if you will. It clouds it up, and it's like money cannot enter that way. And money cannot enter that way. You gotta light. You gotta make all rooms shine bright. And yes, and you need to not let these people. There's people that are low vibrating and they're not at your level, and they come in just to offload. Offload means like tell you all their problems because you're kind, or tell you, or just steal your energy. Energy vampires. I wasn't wrong when I first said that. And as soon as you get rid of that and you keep your energy and your aura, this message is about your aura clean. You receive a gift. This gift is a fantastic gift. When the universe, when this shows up, and you asked about, hold on, yeah, whatever comes out, okay. Yes, and there's a little bit of obsession, like when is it gonna work? When is it gonna work? Okay, so there is a universal gift, and I think I know what it is right here. Okay, there's a celebration and a soulmate, like there's a connection here. There's like it almost feels like at an event or something. Let me just see something. I wanna, yeah, cause this, when this comes out, this is like you want this to come out. Every time I that comes out for me in my reading, something great, a gift, like some happiness, some very big happiness. Like it doesn't matter what it is. It's like you didn't have the money to do something, now you do, or the problem fixes itself. Things going your way, or it's a major gift. And it could be in the form of a new partner, and that's what had already came out. Um, yeah, because okay, there's two energies here, and there's good energy, and then there's bad. Okay, so, okay, this is coming out for a lot of people. All right. Yeah, this is negative energy, right? I'm gonna show you this because this is also saying this, but this is with love and everything. There was somebody that was not good, but like a loser type energy that like to argue, or whoever this is. It doesn't matter if it's somebody you dated or whatever, but there's somebody that likes to argue, and it's almost condescending, like when they argue and they make it look like almost like I wasn't really arguing, type of energy. And then there's love, okay? And then there's love. So it's like you have to choose. And when you choose a clear path, everything rains down on you. Money, love, everything happens. It starts happening all at the same time. Um, Let me see. Where do I want to be? Where do I want to be? Let me see. Yeah, let me just see this with a Leo. Okay, because there is a energy here of someone that's not good. You have abundance. It keeps telling me no matter what deck, but you need to move differently. Strategy. That's the most important card. And continue to be appreciative, but you're not tied up. You know, you might feel tied up in a situation, but you're not tied up. Let me see something. Let me do final. You my final reading. Um, what's this person's energy? Because um, this stuff. Okay. Um, you're dealing with a, you know, I asked about what is this Leo's energy, right? What is this person's energy? Now, don't shoot the messenger, but I'm gonna say what's coming out. It feels like you're waiting and waiting. There's a lot of waiting or expectation, or like waiting to find out something, or watching how they move type of deal, and something about a house. Something about a house. It doesn't have to be um, moving in or something, but something with a house. Just take that as resonate. There is a message coming in. There's messages like a text message or a communication, but they're coming out as this. This is a thief, right? This energy, right? Now you're saying to yourself, a thief. A thief is like a person that's trying to get away with something. It's deceptive, right? And I also said energy vampire. So it's almost like, you know, stealing your energy type of. I don't know. There's a little bit of confusion and type of, like, I don't know, like a little negativity here. There's definitely two energies here. So let me see something, because I think there's definitely two energies here. Um, and it could be, you know, the healing from the past. Okay. All right. So there's a conversation with the Leo that you're going to have. You're going to have a truthful conversation with the Leo. Okay. Um, because there's some clarity. There's some information that's going to be given to you about this person. Why did all this stuff fall out? Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Um, huh. Yeah, Leo here is coming out. All right. There may, okay, I'm gonna say whatever, you know, is in my head. I feel like there's mixed feelings and mixed energy, mixed signals. There's some mixed signals here, because there's some good stuff, and then there's, like, you know, this person has you. There's some type of confusion or something here. I used to deal with an energy vampire who was, yeah. But when I asked about the Leo, right? It feels like it's like something is not moving as fast as you want it to move, or yeah, it's like hangman mode. Um, like they're holding back. Like, okay. So this is what it is. The person's not. They're holding back. They're not saying too much. They're not saying, yeah. Okay. They're not saying. This is the Leo energy, you know, that I asked about. They're not saying too much. It's like you're kind of disappointed with this situation, or there's some, like, confusion. There's some confusion. They're holding back, right? There's something you need to know about this person. But here's the thing. There's something you don't know, you don't see, and that's why it looks like they're stagnant. But when you have this conversation, you're gonna get right to the meat and potatoes, and you're gonna ask what the heck's going on, or you're gonna ask maybe in a nice way or whatever, but you're gonna get to the bottom of things, and you're gonna be like, hey, so, but here's where you need to have an opportunity to get to the truth by saying things like, what type of relationship you're looking for? Do you believe in marriage? And if whatever you're asking is too serious or too deep for the person, that's not the right person, because I see, like, you know, you having a conversation with them, with the Leo, and the Leo is the happiness in the deck, but I feel like because there's mixed signals, the truth is going to be given to you. This almost feels like a tower moment where you get a revelation of the truth so that you can see what's going on. Let's see. Um, Tower moment. Exactly what I said. Okay. This is a decision. You gotta weigh your options because you're gonna find out some stuff that you're gonna have to say to yourself, can I deal with it or not? Because when you have this conversation, you're gonna realize the person has good, has some good qualities, but there's some qualities that are gonna put you like this, that you're gonna be like, oh no, I don't know if I could deal with it. Just be honest with yourself if you can't deal with it, because they're hiding stuff. There's secrets, there's secrets, and there's no talking. There's no like real talking. And this, yeah, and I see the energy. So you, with this Tower moment, Spirit is saying that you may be walking away from a situation because you might want two different things, or you have to weigh your options out. So you have a decision to make. The truth is going to be revealed. This person is going to show you, what they really want. It's almost like conversations that should be had, that should have been had, but it's okay because of the mixed signals. You're going to ask the right things, and Spirit is going to gift you the gift of clarity because there's like a lot going on. And you have, you have a soulmate. You do have a soulmate. So there's definitely going to be a choice that you have to make because there's somebody that you have to walk away from. um, Let me see something. Yeah, I'll finalize this, but let me just see. Let me do a couple things because this person. Hmm. Now, if you ask the person questions and they start kind of arguing or whatever, um, you know, no, it's up to you. Whenever you have a desire to find out the questions that you want to ask, because I feel like you have questions that you want to ask. There's certain things that you need to know. I feel like you have dying desires to know something. Like it's like when you first start meeting someone and you didn't really ask them everything, or you don't know certain things, and you're like, I really want to know important stuff. Like, does he want to have kids? Is it okay if we blend families? Like certain things, because you're dating for a purpose. You're dating for a purpose. Okay, balance is gonna be okay. And yeah, do they want a family? Do they, okay, because you do have a good energy. You do have good energy with someone, and there's some really hurtful energy here that's mixed. So whatever you have desires to ask, it's not on purpose. It's not a coincidence. Those are questions that need to be answered, and that's why you have, the sword. This you need clarity. There's stuff you don't know. There's stuff you don't know, and you have a burning desire to find out. Um, and you do have. There's a lot of connection. There's a lot of chemistry with this person. And look, bottom of the deck, children. Okay. So take that as it resonates. Yeah, keep an open mind. Spirit is saying, and and let go of control issues. Like if somebody's not moving fast enough, I'll say this to finish your reading. If somebody's not moving at the same rhythm, that's not, you know, you could go with the rhythm, but if you feel in your heart and your intuition, if you listen to your intuition and you feel like somebody's not moving fast, that's not your rhythm, because when you meet a soulmate, you move at the same pace. You both are in agreement to move at the same pace. You know what I mean? You both feel like you can move, a certain way, and so it's not, so like confusing and wondering, like, is this person here? What the heck is going on? you know so there's less confusion when you're both in alignment, is what I'm saying. Because it's somebody that is not, it feels like there's somebody not at somebody else's level, and that can pose a challenge and unanswered questions and confusion. So all right, so that let me see, final messages, final final. Okay, final. Yeah, final. I do want to ask. Yeah, because I feel a burning desire to get to know this person. Like I'm channeling your energy, and it just feels like. Okay, so there's a look what came out. Apology. It's almost like someone's like, oh, I'm sorry I haven't talked or I haven't said much, and I'm sorry I gave you mixed signals, because somebody's holding a little bit of secrets. But you, like, remember, you do have a soulmate. So if this person is just is the negativity, Then and continue to ask your angels and embrace the energy of peace. Don't let anybody disturb your peace. If somebody's gonna make you go chasing around town for them, that's a twin flame. That's not a soulmate. And the law of attraction will bring what you want if you stay, with the positive affirmation. Because look, the session keeps coming out. I'm so done. Like, and I keep asking, and good things come out, and then bad things come out, which means the person is giving mixed signals. And Spirit is saying declutter, and there's a decision that you're gonna have to make after the conversation. And don't deny that if something's not for you. Listen, when you're manifesting someone, they could be, you meet a bunch of people that, and they're not for you, they're not the ones. Your intuition will tell you, like, no, something's wrong, something's wrong. Even if you are very attracted to someone, if someone's going to be giving you headaches, you don't want to sign up for headaches. Because don't worry about how cute they look or whatever, because that's just purchasing headaches, and you don't want to be purchasing headaches. So that's your reading. Whenever you're drawn to talk, whether it's tonight or whatever, the person should be cool, calm, and collected. If it's a soulmate, they're gonna understand that you have questions. They're gonna be clear with you. They're not gonna give you resistance. If it's someone that is not ready to have what you have, they're gonna be arguing with you. They're gonna be like, you ask too many questions. They're gonna be channeling that type of attitude. And that type of attitude means immaturity, and that they are hiding things and they're not ready to answer your questions. Because when a person is truly interested, they want to answer all your questions because they want this ish to work. So if somebody's giving you the runaround, that's your answer. Your answer is like kick rocks with flip flops, dude. And that's your reading. Okay, so that was all our readings for tonight. Should I do my ask? Yes, yes. Um, Yes. Okay. So thank you for all the people. I don't know who's still here, but yes, yeah, you've been a subscriber for a little while. I haven't, I haven't seen you in a while. But many blessings, and hit the like button and everything. Yeah, I'm not sure. A million questions. And that's the thing. I felt that. I was like, this don't feel right. It don't feel comfortable. When you have a soulmate, when it's your soulmate, you could have a million questions, and they're willing to answer it. They'll probably make you feel very comfortable, like laugh and be cute about it, and be like, girl, and make a joke and be like, calm down. I'm still here. I'm interested in you, and they could confirm you that they're still interested. But just ask strategics, questions that can answer a lot. Like, instead of bombarding somebody with 1,000 questions, like, do you cheat, the main question is, do you believe in monogamy? Do you believe in having, a dating for marriage? Do you believe in having a committed relationship? You ask those type of questions. Do you want to have children? So ask effective questions. Not, and make it's all about quality and not just quantity. Not just quantity. So some of the questions could be summarized in one question. They can answer a lot of questions. Like, what are you looking for in a relationship? You want something casual, and I'm afraid of that word. When people say stuff like, oh yeah, I just want casual, they're telling you they're not ready to commit, and they will not commit. And then when you get hurt, it's your own fault. You gave them the mic and the stage and the time, the opportunity to perform this, wasting of time, you know? So, what is that? Nuts again? um, I can't. Tonight's reading hit really hard. Thank you. It was, yeah, yeah. Tonight it's like we got. I haven't read for 3 weeks. I haven't gone live with the channel, and it was a lot of. It was, it's rewind quality, because it was a lot of specific situations, and everybody's situation is different. As you can see, the energy changes from reading to reading. You saw that? You noticed that the energy changes. It's like some readings are sexual, some readings are serious, some readings are funny. Um, and so the energy changes, that and all from people's little profile letter, you know. So I'm about to get on it. Yeah. So, and see, this is another advice that I gave. Let's say you online dating, right? Don't let it get past the online before you get answered a couple of questions that you have. I would go right for the meat and potatoes from the gate, off the bat, before they even earn the spot to get out of they're in that's like online, retention center, right? They're in there until they can get past go and collect $100. It's like a monopoly. You first have to ask questions right in the stuff. And I know people will BS and whatever. So one of the questions is, are you ready for love? Do you have time? Because a lot of people that say, oh yeah, I want a partner, they don't got no time for it. That's in the back burner. As soon as you start talking to them, they hanging out with their boys. They got 1,000 parties to go to, and they don't got the time of day. And they're like, what? Oh, we were supposed to get together? Oh, I don't remember, because that's not a priority. So sift through the rubble before you get them out the online. They have to earn it, and even then, I wouldn't even give my real number, because they would have to get some type of Google number or something, because a lot of people are just literally in the business of wasting time and lying. It's almost like contagious. Everybody, a lot of people just want to be lying and saying whatever. So I don't know. Shut up. Yeah. What's that reference, Josh? The nuts. What are these nuts about? I had to. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazier than, I don't know, a grape sandwich. It goes on Howlite and Labradorite. Yes, Howlite. Howlite is enjoying. It's like childlike energy. So it's like getting back to healing childhood wounds and getting back to happiness. You know how childlike energy, being open to change, being open to learning new things, like a sponge. So Howlite, and also Labradorite is new beginnings. And what's that one? Liolite. Yeah, these are like changes for changes. Um, but some energies for changes are also tiger's eye for changes. Tiger's eye, uh, for protection and change. Embracing changes, of course. Moldavite is embracing and manifesting a brand new, completely different life. So they all balance chakras. So when you balance your chakras, they can help you manifest. Hold on, let me just see. Okay, so yeah, they all help you. Yeah, they all. It's root chakra energy. A lot of the crystals that you mentioned also help with the root chakra, which means courage. Like I said, with tiger's eye, it does also courage to start new things and to embrace with strength. It gives you the strength and the calmness to embrace change. So it's like you throwing yourself into a new river or a new pool, and it's like leaps of faith. So it's like, oh my God, the leap of faith. So to embrace change, spiritual guidance and strength. Let's see what y'all saying. Yeah, that's nice energy. The person from me or not. So here's the thing, Tiara. I don't like mixed signals, because there was some energy of you being disappointed, like I said in the reading, about something you hear. When you have this heart to heart conversation, it feels like it's the truth is going to be given to you, where it's like some things are going to be like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then some things are going to be like kind of like a deal breaker. So it's like you have to decide, is it a deal breaker, and be firm. Don't just be like, oh, this is the closest I got to a relationship. I don't want to lose this person, because then I got to start over. If it's a deal breaker for you, it's a deal breaker, and don't change that. Don't change that just because of fear. Trust that there is a person for you, because you don't want to sign on to headaches later on. So you don't want to sign on to headaches, because there's some things that he gives off. He's coming out as there's some secrets, like I said, and some, and it looks good on the outside. It looks good on the outside, and you know, uh, yeah, it's kind of mixed signals. Oh, he's still stuck on that Joe. He's still stuck. He didn't go nowhere from that. He didn't go nowhere from that. Josh didn't go anywhere from that. You're welcome, Tiara. He didn't go anywhere from that. He's still stuck. He was still stuck. I can't. I just can't. He wants to be stuck. Pun intended. He wants to be stuck. Yeah, he wants to be stuck. He, yeah, he's enjoying himself. He's enjoying himself, and he's enjoying the joke. He's enjoying the joke, and he's also trying to be polite. He's like, oh, this is a chat where I could go wild but not that crazy. So he's trying to see like how many boundaries, like if he could say certain things. And but it's funny to me because I was the one making the jokes. It's funny to me. But he's trying to. It's like a battle, and I'm reading his energy where he's like he wants to take it further with the joke. He wants to. He could do a whole hour with this joke, by the way. And we could just go all the way to La La Land with it, because I could stack on this joke. I could stack up. I could do a whole 1 hour routine, comedy, stand up comedy on that. Um, and he could also help. I'm telling you, he wants to, and that's the energy. He's still enjoying, like savoring, pun intended. He's still savoring the joke. He didn't finish laughing. He took a break because he had to have a reading, and then now he's like, okay, I gotta go back. Let's finish this talk, because he's really intrigued by that. I don't want to say it. It's very same Josh. I told you, Josh is out of could, and that's exactly. And see, he can't. He just admitted exactly what I said. I read his energy perfectly. He wants to go all out. He wants to go all out. He's like, wait, I don't know where I am. This chat seems kind of respectful and quiet or whatever, and he's like, he wants to turn up and go raw nation. On the jokes. Yeah, he could be off the hook. So first of all, oh, he was, yeah, he, Weepy Star. You came to the right place with Weepy Star, and that's why, because she's an Aquarius like myself, so we don't hold back. So that's why she was like, she's a Queen of Swords, so that's clarity and just speaking, like exactly what's on our mind, right? So that's what intrigued, and he's an air sign anyway. So Gemini's are intrigued by that stuff. Yeah, Gemini's are intrigued by that, and God only knows what's Wally Cleaver. Wow, that's old. Yeah, so he are those the peanuts? What kind of nuts do you like? I'm helping him. He's about to really enjoy that question. Peanuts are kind of small. That's the alley oop he wanted. That's the alley oop he wanted. Cause then he could just go into other things. Which nuts? All kinds of nuts. What's your favorite nut? I like cashews, but I mean, different thing. Josh was having the time of his life in the background, but or just a mix, mix. This is it's time for me to go. Walnuts. Oh, walnuts. Oh, hi, Bold Ebony. Hi, yo. Hi, Bold Ebony. Nice to see you. more Aquarius energy, I think. Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, anyways, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, friends. Thanks for watch a lot of the readings, the content we put out there, so you can get some clarity. And I hope you rewatch. Some of these readings were very powerful tonight. Uh, but thank you. Um, for everybody, and thank you, members. Eat them next. Oh wait, they're still finishing the conversation. I don't know where Josh is everywhere. I promise you, he is everywhere. But thank you, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna just close this out, and yeah, it's a pretty. And I know, by the way, I had the settings on subscribers. Did y'all notice that? Y'all realize that when y'all came in, it says subscriber mode. So it cut out a lot of the nonsense, and not a lot of people could comment. Only subscribers that wanted to comment. So I had it kind of restricted so that it won't be crazy. But anyways, thank you everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good night, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Many blessings. Have a great week. And I'm probably gonna go live randomly this week. Um, I might go live this week out and about in one of my events. So yeah, I'm yeah, I'm definitely gonna be out there. I'll be out there this week. I have a lot of events, so I'm gonna be live from maybe not here, but like out in civilization. I had a dirty joke, but I'm not saying it. See, I told you, isn't it? How do you think that I got your energy, Josh? How do you think that I got your energy? I know exactly what you wanted to do. I know exactly what you want, but he's like, oh, we're supposed to be, chilling, like chilling. You lucky this was a quiet night, cause we got some heavy hitters that would have ran with you, like ran all the way through town with that one. But he's like, thanks everybody. Say it next time. Yeah, he didn't come with it. Like Weepy Star said what she had to say. She just threw it out there. But um, all right. Well, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy your readings, watch, replay, and we'll see you next time. All right.